Ah, ah. Ah.
What up, guys? You like my Kramer shirt? Heaven sent me this in the mail. Look at this.
Zerg.
What up, Vet? What up, Sibajon? What up, Thrak? What up, Clumpy Eggnog? Flapjack. Splurch. Splurch been lurking in here, I saw, since my OBS was up. Well, eating some toast while we wait. See if we can get some people. Let's see if we can get some players. Who's stoked to have Old Man Chickenman? Only thing I'm eating is toast right now. But I am going to make some food later. Let's see who we get. And guys, if you want to help out, please and thank you. I'm going to be sad. We got the Matcherino up. We had a 150 base. It's going to be a $150 tournament, so, you know. We got the codes. Alrighty. The first Chickenman Testa opened since June. Pretty exciting stuff. So guys, again, we got my boy Chickenman.
He's got himself a good old yeah.
Fired up his stream here too. We got this shit all ready to go. Let me hit the bracket again one more time. Actually, I can just scroll up and see Splorch just did it a few times, and some of you guys, veteran gamer. 19 players have signed up. Holy heck and heck. Very, very cool. And it looks like old man Chickenman's fired up his stream. Good to see you guys. Sibba John. Jacket looks good. It's the Kramer shirt. In fact, I'm going to show you. It's a little big for me, but super shout out to Heaven SC for sending it to me. Actually, driving time. But yeah, this is the shirt. This is the exact shirt. Just a little big for Dave. That it doesn't have a top button. I wonder if I can add one to it. I'll bug my girlfriend. Anyway, we'll be getting into it. Seeing what Chickenman wants to do. We got a bunch of peoples. And we got a few minutes. We're going to be getting the bracket together and all that stuff. So very good stuff. I'm excited to be doing another Chickenman Testa open. It's number 24. It's been a bit. And hopefully we get some people coming because we got a Freaka going on. We got other stuff going on. We got Steadfast doing the OSC mid-season playoffs. And yeah. This is too funny. I'm loving this lobster shirt. What up, Nika? I'm about to get in a call with Chickenman here. All right. Up, Omni. Don't worry. We'll give you a TVT to start with. All right, guys. Hanmano, what's up? You need to buy that shirt. You like it? Giddy up. You know what I say?
I've been known to drink a beer or two.
All right, I'm going to be getting in a call with Chickenman here.
Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
We're going to get into some StarCraft, some StarCrafting.
Chickenman.
What is up, Mr. Dave?
How are you doing today, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing just great.
Ready to rock and roll for some StarCraft today, huh?
I'm ready to cast some StarCraft. It's been like almost a month for me, so.
Yeah, and it's been since June since our last Chickenman Testa opened. I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
I'm just going to finish up this little bracket here. This cute little guy.
Yeah, thank you for that, by the way. Yeah, we got a
worries.
Banger of a lineup like usual. A lot of the regulars, but
of course, like 3 people joined since I last was seeding it. So
yeah,
we gotta get a couple more in there.
I can see all these guys just hoping, please don't have max packs in. Please don't have max packs. But now we're at the end.
That's the mantra.
He didn't get my message, but I bet you he's probably still doing a freak out right now. Or
oh yeah, that's possible.
I didn't even know OSC playoffs were today. Steadfast is on that. I tried looking for you too on there, but I'm happy we're doing this in any case. It's a good StarCraft, good Chickenman.
I'm very happy. Hell yeah.
Got my nice lobster shirt here, the Kramer lobster shirt.
Yeah, the Kramer lobster shirt. That's incredible.
Yep. A little big, but it works.
It's all right. You can just gain a bunch of weight and fill it out, you know?
Yeah, true.
That's the next step in the Dave journey.
Just get festively plump. No, I'm glad to be doing this with you. Miss you, buddy. It's always a blast. Hopefully things will work out where we have some more time to do things.
Agreed.
Even if it's cheeky EPTs, you know. Always down.
Yeah, I know. I've been busy on like every single Monday lately.
I'll be honest. Like, they're bangers, but I actually finally said I had enough going on that I'm like, you know what? Especially after the 24-hour stream, never again, Chickenman. I'm sure. I know you've done that. You've done subathons and everything, but nah, never again.
They're a little rough. You need a break after that.
Yep.
All right, it's not letting me start the bracket.
Oof.
Oh, here we go. Sometimes it just like you just have to refresh like 5 times.
Yeah, challenge is a little goofy. I actually have a buddy of mine working on something Gaming Friends, which he's trying to get out. And he's actually adding a bracket system and stuff. So as that gets going, I might check that out. We might want to, he's kind of going to be wanting testing and stuff.
Yeah,
I was thinking of trying to help him out with that. Only
Speaking
downside is you need accounts.
of this is somewhat related. Other gaming related things. This tournament is actually sponsored in part by WaveCaptain.
Yeah, WaveCaptain.
Who has a lovely YouTube channel. That he started recently. And a Twitch.
I just found that out because of his tweet.
Well, there you go. Yeah, very happy to have him on here. You guys check out that YouTube channel. It's StarCraft highlights, which are always banging videos. Always banging videos. Yeah, glad somebody is out there making that content.
Oh yeah, we definitely need more of it. Actually, I'm gonna put that in here on my copy pasta so we can shout him out.
All right. Somehow B ended up against Trigger in round 1, but I don't think there's a better match for B.
Yeah.
I think B has gotten the short end of the stick on this one.
Oof.
But I'm going to go ahead and hit start tournament button.
All right, cool. Yeah, and then we'll be joining up somewhere in here again, right? We got some bangers.
Yeah, we can find some matches and then join back up near the end. Maybe we can hit both the semifinals together or one of them together.
Oh yeah, that's our tradition. We usually hold these guys up for the semis. I forgot about that, Chicken Man. When you're here, everything comes together. They actually listen too. They don't just launch. Like I always have bad luck with that. They'll be like, nope, we're just going to do one side. But I understand too, and like different time zones and stuff. But we got Chad Han Mono. Percival couldn't make it, unfortunately. But all right, who do you think you're covering?
Well, if both B and Trigger are here, I might start with that one. But I don't actually see Trigger. This is the fun part where we wait to see who's actually here.
You don't see Trigger? Or
I don't see Trigger.
All right, let's shoot him a message.
But, they usually show up at some point.
Oh, Christianer said, I forgot to check in. Replace me if possible would be cool.
Oh, no. Christianer, what?
You don't want to play? Let's just ask him. I'm sorry for saying this stuff out loud, but it don't matter. We're just getting launched up.
Yeah.
We all want Christianer in there.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh, he wants to get in.
He wants to replace somebody. All right. Do you know how to do that? I'm still really bad at.
We might be able to. It does scuff up the. Yeah, I actually have to log in because I'm in Firefox. I just have been switching my primary browser to Firefox.
They always manage to message 1 minute after I've said brackets live. Here you go, and like already one of the matches has started for sure. That's when the message comes in. Every time.
He said if someone doesn't show up. If I could spell today, I just told him classic Christianer.
Actually, he's usually very good at checking in and being here. Of all the people.
What he's bad at is Maturino. Like I'll be like, yo, dude, you won money. Like you're holding everybody up, brother.
but at least he like wins a lot of stuff.
I reactivated
so he's easy to find on there. Some people are like really difficult to find on Maturino because you can add people. So I'll always just add him. He doesn't even bother joining the Maturinos for any cock of the walks anymore. I just add him.
Yeah, I reactivated him, but it's not showing up. Let's see.
Yeah. Well, because we'd have to reset the whole bracket. So we can substitute him in if somebody else doesn't show up.
Yes. A holy hit. Thank you for the raid. Sorry, Chicken Man. I just wanted.
What's up, holy hit?
Holy hit. Hopium that you get the big man Dave raid there, Chicken Man, because you don't get to stream too much here. Thank you so much, holy hit.
Oh, I don't need any raids.
Yeah, I'll get everybody coming in. We all love the Chicken Man. It's just the way it is. It's just the way she be.
That's just the way it is. I'm not here for the raids. I'm just here to cast some dang StarCraft.
Hell yeah,
you know
man.
what I'm
Me
saying?
too. Me too. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. We had these StarCraft highlights funded from Waves too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So let's see.
I was watching a couple of them. They're good videos.
Yeah.
Quality videos.
Yeah, I need to shit, so there's no way we could substitute. Is anybody not? We could substitute for, well, some of them are already eliminated.
Who's eliminated? We just have to wait until somebody doesn't show up. Basically.
When is walk over time? Gref might have to play him then, because Gref's waiting
Big
for
battle cruiser operational.
Walkover will be in like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, I said in 10. So we might be able to substitute Gref's side. It sounds like if they don't show up. Gref is playing Exo Striker, and I don't see Exo.
Yeah.
So we could substitute. We may substitute Christianer.
Yeah, but that's only it's only been 5 minutes, so got to give people some time to show up.
Gref's gonna go shitball Christianer. He goes, what? I just
Gref.
found out Gref. I didn't realize he was that young. He's 15 years old.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Damn.
Yeah, I think he's the
These
youngest
young
member
kids
on
so good at
Sci.
StarCraft.
He's the youngest member of Storm Gaming. We got to get him clan tags. We got to get UNA clan tags.
All right, so the plan right now then is to sub Christianer for Exo Striker if Exo Striker doesn't show up. Oh, as I say it,
Yeah, as I
I
said.
summoned him. Exo Striker is here.
Okay. All right. I'm going to get Hamano, I think.
Solid choice. Solid choice. So do we have anybody left who's still waiting? I don't think I've seen Nicaract.
Oh, Forjumi. Forjumi said my opponent's not here. So 5-10 minutes, I said.
And Himbo? Oh, and Himba's here. And Himba's in the channel.
Oh, and Himba's here. Yeah, I'll tell. Okay. Well, cool. Well, Chicken Man, are we good to go and want to get rocking and rolling here? And we just waiting, making sure everything's here? I'm holding these guys up. You need Trigger.
Oh, I am in Trigger's match. That's all
Okay.
good.
All right, so want to meet up and we'll get in touch base in the semifinals then. Can you send me?
Sounds like a plan, Dave.
Or Jumi needs the profile link for him, but it's not.
I am already in game, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'll catch up with you after.
Yeah.
Then. All right.
No, you're good. It just loaded in.
All right. Well, have fun, buddy.
All right. Thanks, man. Let's
Yep.
catch you in a bit.
Yep. See you in a bit. I'll take care of this.
Thanks.
Yep. All right, guys. So we got our first matchup. Thanks again to Holy Hit. When does the Chickenman Testa Open take place? Right now. We just had to get brackets set up. We had some issues. We have Han Mono versus Rostock. Sorry for the wait. We had some admin issues, and we're ready to rock and roll here. We have our first match, and I'll be meeting up later in the semifinals with Chickenman. All right, moving on to our first game of the day. The first series of the day. And it was great to hear the voice of Mr. Chicken Man himself, the man of chickens. Anyway, into our first game. Spawning in the, well, we got a black screen here for a second. In the upper left-hand corner of Moondance. Give it up for Preppy Sports. Han Mono in the red. And his opponent in the bottom right, give it up for Rostock in the blue. I'm not sure what team Rostock's on. Believe he's a European player, so we don't have the clan tag. I'll have to ask him in between. A little TVP for you. This should be a banger. Chicken Man's following a trigger. Guys, make sure you check that out. And again, thank you, Holy Hit, for the raid. We're just getting started up here. Had a little bit of a scuff time. But we're doing all right, fam. And yeah, it's been a while since we had one of these. Shout out again to Mr. Waves and SE Highlights for the $50 donation toward the tournament to make this possible. And I'm going to be doing some shout outs to him after catching up and keeping in touch with that dude. Very generous of him. It is going to be a 1-1-1 opener from Han Mono. He is doing the cheeky high ground. Rostock looking for proxies, or is he going to prox? It looks like we have a proxy from Rostock. And probably a proxy Stargate at that. If I was to lay odds. Ooh, look at this. He's got the little star pentagram here in the patrol pathing. This guy is getting all fancy on us for the start. So we got not really a cheeky opener per se. Kind of in the meta lately for a lot of Terrans. We're not seeing a Reaper expand. It's going to be a Reaper factory, but probably even, possibly even a 1-1-1 right in base before the CC from Han Mono. All right, we got the Marathon Man Zealot running out, but the Reaper is on the other side of the map doing a little scout for proxies. And this is exactly, as I said, a proxy Stargate. We're going to see a little Oracle action for sure going right into the mineral line, but funnily enough, 1-1-1s could be just a build order counter to this, but will it be at Widow Mines or Hellions? We're going to see a Tech Lab go down. It is going to be a one Widow Mine opener, which could potentially kill it. Han Mono has some decent, or as Sibajan says, Hung Mono, a decent Widow Mine placement. Behind this, we do have a Nexus going down for Rostock. Reaper is going to find the probe on the low ground. So far, there is no other units coming out because he's going right into the Oracle, which means you're skipping stuff to do this. So he's going to lose some gas mining. A decent probe micro, actually. He's starting to take some hull damage. Oh, what the hell? He gets the full surround, and the Reaper's going to go down for 2 probes and some lost mining time. But he does it. Very good job from Rostock. And then meanwhile, on the other side of the map, I don't know what happened to the Zealot, but the Zealot did die as well, probably to... it looks like the Marines, but let's click on the Widow Mine while that was going on. Oh, it was to this Widow Mine right here. There is going to be a Tech Lab going down for the factory. Of course, Starport coming in. Oracle actually finding 3 SCVs, and that's it, but it does go down. And that's all that's going to be used out of the Stargate. We're going right into a Twilight for Protoss. I kind of would have liked to see a couple of Oracles come out, or at least some Phoenix production, even though it's up here. Phoenixes could be pretty good. He scouted into 1-1-1. He knows there's Widow Mines. Pumping out a Phoenix or 2 Nah, a Phoenix. He's probably going to want a couple Phoenixes at the least. Even though they're up there, he could get them in, and, you know, they're going to make their way down pretty quickly. Hey, thank you, Dark Omega, for the prediction. But we shall see. And guys, again, Chickenman is kicking her off with Trigger versus B, which is a pretty good matchup. Unluckily for B, but definitely a good one. Hanmano going for a Marine drop, actually. I've been seeing this a lot lately in different regions. Hanmano, of course, he's in Japan, but he's Korean. Always has some interesting plays, so Rostock is certainly going to be expecting a Widow Mine drop, but this is going to be Marines. Oh, 4 Stalkers warping in. He is going to have some defense against this shield battery, not quite done yet. And the Marines can actually go in the back. However, this medevac looks like it's a little exposed. Yep. Hanmano has to be careful. He's taking a little bit of a beating on that medevac already. He does have Marines. The Marines are revealed. There's no stim. There's no combat shields. Oh, no, he's going to lose a couple for nada. That Stalker's certainly going to regenerate some shields unless he gets a little too aggressive. Nope, there's the push from Hanmano. 2 Widow Mines, a Cyclone, a Viking, a Partridge, and a Pear Tree, one might say. He's got a little bit of everything here and kind of an earlier push, so some of the Stalkers do trade out. Widow Mine's going to be quite a nuisance, and there is no armory behind this, so the Widow Mines will be picked off after they dealt some damage. Oh, that shield battery with battery overcharge is taken out. Still, a lot of units are getting taken down for Hanmano, but that other Cyclone's going to be a bigger issue. The Observer out is kind of nice, and the depowered robotics facility, well, will it stand? We need to keep this alive. Blink has completed for our Protoss player. Oh, the Widow Mine kills the Observer, but a little bit of friendly fire against Hanmano's units. Loses a Marine from the friendly fire, takes damage on every unit, except for the Viking. And we got ourselves a little battle here, folks. Welcome, Mr. Tequila. Welcome, everybody. And yeah, this is looking pretty dicey, guys. If you want to help out the tournament, ! Matcherino, by the way. We have tons of codes available. Just click claim code and it will donate 25 cents per code. We do appreciate it toward the prize pool. Oh my god, Cyclone is cleaned up. Another Stalker falls. The Viking actually now looking more menacing. That robotics facility going down is rough. The 3rd base is going down for our Protoss player. Meanwhile, Hanmano is getting stim behind this. Pumping into Marine tank production, and the probes are pulled. There's nothing here to fight this but 1 Stalker. Sorry guys, I'm just getting into this. And, well, everything's cleaned up. A little bit of an overreaction from our Protoss player, dare I say. At the end, Hanmano, let's take a look at the trades. Certainly in favor of our Terran player, I'd say, folks. Let me get into this. Little scuffed obs work because I'm in a little bit of rough shape. We had a interesting evening. But let's see what we got going on here. 3rd Nexus is done, and yeah, we still got a game, and our Protoss player is down on workers, but with the 3rd Nexus, should help him out as long as he can defend it against these techs.
Who wants to have some fun?
Casmatu, thank you for the raid. Guys, make sure you give them a follow. I really do appreciate it. How you doing? Thank you. Greatly appreciated. How was your stream as well? And Holy Hit is probably sleeping now, but I hope you both had a fantastic stream. We are into game number 1 of Hanmano versus Rostock, and Hanmano with a nasty drop is going to take out the pylon, depowering. Wow, that is an Arctosis pylon. 3 gateways and denying charge. It looks like we might even lose the Temple Archives. There is only a robotics facility for production. Gateways trying to get up, and our Protoss player is desperately trying to do something. He did manage to squeak out 12 workers somewhere on the other side of it, but there is no production going down, and potentially all the tech but the robotics facility will fall. That cyber core looks like it's going to go down after the Twilight Council's down. We didn't build. Oh, he did eke out a Dark Shrine is being made. That is a smart play. If you're losing stuff, it is in the natural, so will be revealed, and some gateways will eventually be done. But there's really not a lot of units to defend this. These are slow zealots now. Charge was denied. The main base has been obliterated for a Protoss player. GG is called, and Hanmano takes it. And guys, again, thank you. Night Phoenix, good to see you. Welcome. GLHF2 all, and thanks for the follow, Olega ASF. And this is a Cosmo Kramer shirt, by the way. We are on a 2-minute delay. We'll be moving on to game number 2 right now. And just had to ask him. And yeah, this should be a banger of a time, guys. Hazard Esports, okay. And we now know what Rostock's team is. And here we go, getting into game number 2 again, our first series of the day. We'll see what we got going on here. That was a spicy one, a little bit of a banger to get things going. And it is a best of 3. Anyway, with that said, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Cosmic Sapphire, in the red, give it up for Prep Esports, Hanmano. And his opponent in the upper left, representing Hazard Esports, is Rostock in the blue. I'm sure these guys are going to give us another banger. That was definitely a scrappy game if I ever saw one. Hanmano coming in a little bit scuffed in his first engagement, but we had a little bit of an overreaction from Rostock, who had the Zealot and nothing really to defend, but did get the Reaper ultimately with a little bit of an underwhelming Oracle, which went down pretty quickly. It's prizes for top 8. Yeah, so guys, this is a top 8 payout tournament as well. So, yeah. We shall see what happens here. And guys, if you're new here, smash that follow button. Do appreciate new friends and fam. Do a lot of casting. I do a lot of bad laddering. We do a lot of joking around here. All right. Old man, Reaper Man coming out. And guys, again, Chicken Man is covering the other side of this. He's got Trigger versus B, which could be over already. That's what he was starting out with anyway. Hanmano just going for a 1-1-1 again. This time our Protoss player open a little more standard with the core before Nexus. Not really going for a cheeky proxy Stargate or anything on one base. I like this a little better. But we'll see if we get Stargate or we get like Blink opener, or what do we got? Is it a Stargate or a Twilight? Okay, so far no Warp Gate is being researched yet, but Rostock doesn't have the gas. Okay, so it looks like it's probably going to be a Twilight opener. Could see a cheeky Robo, which sometimes is not too bad, but I'd rather see a Blink opener against an opponent like Hanmano, who, you know, confidently, it looks like Rostock is imagining he's going 1-1-1. He's imagining Terran. As the Twilight Council goes down, it's just a single gate for now. The Pylon getting targeted. The Adept is not really going after this Reaper. We'll have low ground. That's actually a smart move. Going to the low ground, gonna scare that Reaper away. Reaper does not get any hull damage on the Pylon, but the Adept's now gonna have to chase it down. No additional units. So, okay, now we have a little bit delayed Stalker coming out in production. Reaper is gonna catch one, potentially 2 probes. Oh, the Reaper grenade actually helped the pathing of the Adept. That Reaper's being damn annoying, and it is not going to be Hellions. It is going to be a Widow Mine opener from Hanmano. But this man always has some cheeky builds. Adjust score. Oh yeah, sorry. 1 for Hanmano. Pikachu thought this was going to start in like 5 hours. Oh, sorry, buddy. It is a top 8 payout, by the way, guys. Again, and I do apologize for that. We had a little bit of changes in plan here. going back to the old format. If it's anything over $100, or like we're 150 and over, we usually do top 8. Welcome GW, Green Dragon, and Pikachu. And guys, again, Chickenman is streaming too. We'll be meeting up in the semifinals for a little dual cast, a Cock and Dave cast. All right, Blink with 2 gates. He's not going for a 4-gate Blink just yet, but we could see a couple going down with this double gas. Kind of a safer opener for Protoss. Well, he doesn't return cargo on the minerals, so it's going to be a little bit of lost resources for our Protoss, but that's just being picky. It's how I kind of like to do it. The Reaper and the Widow Mine drop is going to be annoying from Han Mono. That is certainly going to make our Protoss player maul. There are 5 Stalkers, though, but the Widow Mine drop looks like it's successfully going to get in. That Reaper's overly... Oh, no. Nice pull. That actually is a pretty nice pull from our Protoss player. One of the Widow Mines is still active. It should be noted. There's so only 2 workers lost, but some mining time. Oh, no. Oh, that was very unlucky for our Protoss player. Okay, we got a Marine Tank Raven push from Han Mono. He's gotten into a 3-1-1. Looking pretty standard, actually, as a follow-up from Mr. Cheeky Man. He got some good value there, that's for sure. It looked like Rostock was in great shape. He's going to have a delayed 3rd, which I don't hate considering what happened. Does have an observer coming out again, another one. He knows there's still Widow Mines. He did take out 1, but there's still 2, and the Medevac took no damage. So now Blink's available. We got a Robo Bay, a Forge and Charge coming. I do like this from our Protoss player. Meanwhile, Han Mono getting his eBay with Stim coming down. Is going to start relocating his buildings. Probably getting combat shields and +1 as soon as this engineering bay is done, and he has 100. Well, actually, he's going to need more gas than that. But he probably will start. Is he going to start +1 or combat shields first? We shall see. Now the answer is neither. Anyway, Charge, the Forge finishing up for our Protoss player. 3rd base still not complete. Oh, he has to pull some probes again. Widow Mines do get taken care of, and it looks like the Medevac, as we were looking around elsewhere on the map. That being said, guys, bear with me too. I'm a little shot today. Pretty standard in a Scuff Dave cast. Anyway, we got some action here. We got some gamers gaming, and some Stalkers pushing. Blink has completed, of course. The Observer's just now going across the map quite a bit later. The Adept is going to be in the shade, but we haven't really had any shades in a minute. So I would rather see a shade than a blind Blink, because there are 2 siege tanks, 3 siege tanks defending this. Our Protoss player needs some vision. Isn't using the Observer. Yeah, he should have sent an Observer over. He has 2. But this is going to be a double. Oh, no, he does have this one right here. And he's seeing everything. Personally, I kind of like to get the Observer out of OBS mode. And, you know, try to follow the Medevacs, but obviously Afterburner's a thing. Let's see if we have some vision on this. It sounds like a watchtower is taken by Rostock. Oh, he's getting a little nasty pressure from the Ravens, kind of Beyond style, but a double auto turret does do some hull damage to the assimilator, funnily enough. And yeah, we are getting into Colossus with extended thermal lance, so we do have a couple, well, 1 power unit, but a stiff supply block for Rostock, which couldn't come at a nasty time. Han Mono also supply block, but going in with this drop, it's just a double Marine drop. Does have Stim. Combat shields and +1 will not be completed with this drop. It is just Stim Marines, which could be pretty potent as it stands. Another Arctosis pylon for 4 gates. This pylon here is going to be targeted, but
imagine Terran.
Oh my goodness. This assimilator's almost dead. And Rostock is going to try to move in. He does lose the Twilight Council, but fortunately he has Blink in charge at least, and even dropped the Templar Archives. He is going to need another hot Twilight Council for upgrades, but I'm not liking this pile. The Sim City's a little rough for Rostock. He has a lot of, and well, more than that, he has a lot of disjointed workers not mining. He's now pulled apart quite a bit. That's a lot of economy going downhill. Stalkers in the main did find probably nothing. Looks like he lost a few, and the Medevacs will be going back in here. Graph. You guys with the Terran Imba. Oh my gosh, this is funny. Oh my goodness. Workers are pulled. These guys still aren't mining. Rostock is not paying attention. to his natural. I think too much is going on. He's got some good micro, but this is a very rough move for Rostock. He's now economic. Like, this has been a long time. He lost 15 workers, and he doesn't know he's not mining. It would appear anyway. Medevacs do take some damage. All the Marines are out. He's still not... Okay, he just now moved them. That was a solid, like, 2 minutes of an economic advantage of Han Mano. That was literally about 2 minutes of time. Jesus. It's the kind of thing that makes you upset to see, but it's unfortunate. He's got a lot of pressure on for him. He's probably a little nervous. The Raven's going back in with another auto turret. Ah, not like this. I think Han Mano is going to clear this out in a bit because our Protoss player just got picked apart from the multi-prong, and economically, he's just in a rough spot. It delayed his upgrades. He's getting rebuilt the Twilight Council for some reason. I'd rather just seen him pump out some units, start the upgrades, and then go for it, but he is going for +1 ground armor. That said, Armory is going to finish up. There's double eBay for Han Mano going for a 4th base, and he has enhanced shockwaves on the way. That being said, there is a big push coming into the center from Han Mano, who has a significant army supply advantage. Extended thermal lance is done. We are going to have some Archons warping in, though. No shield battery at the 3rd base location. And our Protoss player is going to take a 4th behind all this. Problem is, all this army is going to be attacked by the tanks at first. The bio is shrunk, and only 1 Colossi is alive. GG is called, and Han Mano pretty decisively takes game number 1. Hey, WaveCaptain, there he is. Thank you again so much for your donation. And guys, please use the Matcherino codes. It is a top 8 payout. And here is WaveCaptain's SC highlights. Thank you again for the $50 donation to make this tournament possible. Any lobbies? Let's see what else we got. I may just continue following Han Mano. And let's take a look at the bracket. Yeah, that was a little unfortunate. Thank you so much, WaveCaptain, again. And yeah, let's see what we got coming up here on the bracket. Han Mano is going on to fight the winner of Mixu versus Shino. Geralt versus Night Phoenix is going on. Nicaract versus... Najisu got finished up. So Forjumi versus Nicaract. That is ongoing. I think I will... Mixu versus Shino. I want to see where this goes on to. I'm going to hop over to EU. I'm going to go over to EU, check up on Mixu versus Shino, and then we're going to probably follow the Han Mano side, or Geralt's playing too with Night Phoenix. That's going to be a banger. But these guys got to be on EU. Everybody is in game, so it's going to be a few minutes. If you guys want to check out some other action again. Oh man, Chickenman.
He has got himself a good old yeehaw coming right on in.
I gotta see what we got. So, it looks to me like we got young Yakov waiting in the round of 8. Gref is in the round of 8 from a walkover. Nicaract and Hunt for Jumi are ongoing. I'm just trying to find something. I think I'm gonna get you stay on Han Mano's side, but I'd love to get Geralt, of course. Unfortunately, Christianer couldn't get in. Maybe I will get Exo Striker. So we're just waiting in lobby just for a few. Bear with me. Well, we got a pretty good tournament today. Let's take a look. Is Gerald streaming? I'm curious to see if he is in here. Forjumi's streaming. I'm curious to see how his games are going. Yeah. You got a root for your countryman, Mixu? Nice, my man. WaveCaptain. I'm hoping to catch some Mixu. Yeah, Mixu is a very good player and a really nice guy. I've always been a big fan. Giddy up. I'm sorry for the wait, guys. And Christiana, I couldn't sub in here. Which sucks, because I wanted to. We had some walkovers, but man. It was naturally just 1 minute in, and we would have had Christiana on. So I do apologize for the wait. I have no idea the status on a lot of these matches, because it doesn't look like many people are streaming this. Which I don't blame them. And yeah. Sorry for the hold up. It's just how she goes. You know how it be in tournaments. Let me switch over to NA just in case. We shall see what's happening here. I'm probably going to want to stay over here. Graf is fighting... winner of Trigger and B. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to get rid of the sound here. Let me go back to EU. I really want to get... I'm going to hop right into whatever's available for a match. Hopefully it will be Mixu... Mixu's side with Mixu and Shino. Or if not, it'd be Geralt Knight Phoenix. They're still in a game. I hope I didn't just mix them. And is Knight Phoenix streaming, actually? Let's see here. And actually, let me go while we're waiting. Let's go to WaveCaptain's YouTube. And subscribe. Damn. Unlucky. We're all just chilling with Dave for a minute. How are you all doing? We got some all sorts of StarCraft lately with between DreamHack and I've personally been covering a lot of OSC stuff. I know Steadfast did it. How you doing, Cindy Cutie? We have Africa EU qualifiers. We're today at 1 p.m. Eastern time, my local time. So that did impact some of this, and again, oops. And looks like we may have results in. Looks like Hanmano versus Shino. And it was a 2-0 in favor of Shino. Perhaps Mixu's not feeling the greatest, but we do have a bit of results. Hanmano. So it's Hanmano versus Shino. Unfortunately, we don't get... It's a TVZ we were looking... And how y'all doing? All right, so we got to find Shinu. Wherever he may be. Very surprising results there. I believe Hanmano or Mixu was the favored one. How you doing, Breaker? Welcome, new people. If you're new here, smash that follow button again. Please use those Matcherino codes. I'm just waiting for Shino, and we do have some results there, and just have to locate Shino. That was a very surprising one. I was definitely not expecting a 2-0. But these things happen. Upsets do occur. Where is Mr. Shino? Bear with me, guys. I'm getting in touch with Shino here in Discord, and we will... Alrighty. We gotta get this going. Guys, I'm going to take a minute. These guys are doing the vetoes. We have Hanmano versus Shino coming right up. Acheron hydrate. Well, I can hydrate a little here. Alrighty. Let's see if these guys are done vetoing. They are still doing it. Should be a banger. This is a Psystorm Gaming Prep Esports match. Well, guys, on the fan side, I'm sure you guys are disappointed we don't have any likes on Max, Pax, and Neeb or Percival. I want to actually invite Haas. All right. All right, these guys are chatting it up here. How you doing, Judgment? Welcome, everybody. Damn, this is a bit of a wait here. All right, I'm gonna tell them, okay, kiddos. I gotta do a coin flip. I gotta do a coin flip. Shit, I don't have any coins right here. So I'm gonna have to do a virtual coin flip. Whether it's west, central, west. Alright, chat. Heads is west, central, west. Tails is central, west, central. For Asia, EU. It is heads. Did a Google virtual coin flip. And we are in to our lobby. All right, here we go. We got a game. Yeah, chat's getting a little quiet because it's been a lack of game for a bit, but we got Hanmano versus Shinu. Little TVZ action. I keep getting messages. All right, here we go. Anyway, let's get these flipped around right. It is our first match of this series. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Inside and Out. In the red, representing Prep Esports. Give it up for Hanmano. And his opponent in the bottom left, representing Psystorm Gaming. Give it up for our blue Zerg player. It is Shino. So we got a EU Asia match. The coin flip was West Central West servers. Just the only fair way to do it in our eyes is the coin flip, because there's no happy medium otherwise. Central server favors hang on. Let's see if we can see. Let's check with these guys. Crap. I can't message, you know. All right. So bear with us here. We are seeing if they have equal ping. Yeah, it's just unlucky. There's really no fair way to do it other than that. And I think Shino is just a little bit inexperienced in these. So do apologize for that. He's not used to it. It's rough. I mean, this is what we get in DreamHack and stuff. When you have online tournaments and you've got players in EU and Asia, it could be rough, but we even saw some interesting results. I think a little bit in DreamHack, even in Americas, because we have Estrella and Scarlet in Korea, and they're playing the American qualifiers at a huge ping disadvantage. So you get that in tournaments, unfortunately, when they're online. But it is what it is. Same as special, for that matter. All right. Looks like we got a... Ooh, I forgot to remind Nina. I'm gonna have to yell at Trigger. Trigger, you didn't remind Nina about this. Guys, can we all yell at Trigger? Way to go, Trigger. I thought we were buds. And the Lings are trying to break the rocks, but the Reaper's coming in. Come on, Shino. He's trying to play with that much ping, and let me just tell you, I don't know if you guys have experience with it. It is quite difficult to play with that much ping. I'm not gonna lie, but Hanmano is gonna have it in the next map. And one Ling does go down, but still, Shino is playing quite well. But I'll be honest, guys, nothing is worse than New York, Australia. I played a ladder game the other day. Chat saw it, some of you. I had 1 second ping. 1,000 milliseconds from New York to Australia. It was quite frustrating, to say the least. Oh, Reaper is going to make its way in. Yeah, I think we are seeing some ping stuff here. That is... There's no way Shino would be reacting like that, I'm pretty sure. But there was a worker killed. So, yeah, in total, we're looking at 75 minerals down, 1 drone, and the Reaper being annoying. Metabolic boost did finish, so the Lings can chase the Reaper down a bit now. So the Reaper has to be careful. Ooh, Reaper is going to make his way up into the main, but the Queen is going to greet it. Nope. Wow, Hanmano keeping it alive. That said, we got more to talk about than ping. We got Stim on the way. We got Hellions pumping out here. Let's see what build Hanmano's got. He's going into a 3cc. Oof. And the Lings are getting roasted. He's hoping to get a scout on the other side of the map. Does see the Hellions has two Queens in position. Third is going to join, but the Hellions are making their way in. We do see 4 Lings in production, but they're not going to be there for a while. No, oh, the Evo couldn't get down. There's going to be a lot of lost drones here, potentially. Oh, yeah, for sure. 6 drones fell, and, well, he barely saves this one drone at the end. Could be better, could be worse, but they're uneven workers. It's 3 CC to 3 hatch. Obviously, the third's not landed yet for Hanmano, but he's pumping out the Marine Medevac. He's going for a bit of a 2-1-1. Forgot to mention that. We got a little 2-1-1 push from our red Terran player. Looks to me like our Zerg player, Mr. Shino, is just going into 2 gases, playing the Ling Bling style potentially, which is pretty smart, but he is behind. He's going for the 4th. Would like to see a layer and double Evo go down. At the same time, this needs to be red. He hasn't used the Overlord to scout. Yeah, that's actually going to be rough. This really needs to be scouted. A 2-on-1 can be pretty easily dealt with if it's scouted, but we have no information from our Zerg player. He's going into a layer. 1 Evo is finishing up. He is dropping a Baneling nest just now with the layer. That's actually not too bad, but the timing is going to be kind of rough here for our Zerg player. He is getting a bunch of Lings out. There is a Widow Mine. Layer's not done. That Widow Mine could be a bit of a problem, but the Stim Marines actually putting a hurting on the Queens. Not a ton of Zerglings here, and Shino has to be very cautious. Okay, he does fend it off. Oh, but a lot of Lings go down to the Widow Mine. Let's take a look at the trades. Certainly a little in favor of our Terran player, but Shino getting the 4th base down is pretty good. We do have infantry weapons, armor, and combat shields from our Terran player, but only 1 Evo from our Zerg player. He's going to need to get another Evo up, but I do believe we're going to see centrifugal hooks being researched as soon as the layer is done and he has the gas for it, which he certainly has a bank, so that shouldn't be an issue. Well, no Banelings have been produced, and that's a lot of bio. He's going to try to go for a... No, he was going to try to go for a little bit of a surround, or run by, but he really needs to defend this. Ooh, these Widow Mines are going to be annoying. Queen's trying to spread creep, but I think he should just evacuate for right now. Is going to do so. Rock's going to provide a little bit of natural barrier for a moment, but looks like Hanmano is doing a good job at cleaning up some of this creep spread. Does get an active creep tumor and several passive, so that's all cleaned up. And is going to be able to get a couple more tumors potentially. Some Banelings in production. There's the centrifugal hooks. +1 Carapace on the way, but 1-1 finishing for our Terran player. Means he's going to have a nice power spike in this attack. And oh my god, the Widow Mine does some serious damage. Queens is disintegrating. Centrifugal hooks isn't done. Banelings do clean up some of the Marines and the Widow Mines. But Hanmano only loses 1 medevac worth of units. However, if he gets too greedy, literally 1 Queen can pretty easily just destroy that 1 medevac. So he does have to be careful. Oh my gosh, a Scouter Widow Mine is going to go down, but he does see the potential for a Baneling bust over here. Lots of Widow Mines out. Damn. But there was 6 Queens lost so far from the unscouted 2-on-1. Banelings trying to go in. Centrifugal hooks isn't done. They do catch a bunch of bio and the Widow Mines, but not enough damage is dealt to kill any SCVs. We do have potential for a lost supply depot if Hanmano is not paying attention. Well, he's going to be focusing on this attack here in the east. Meanwhile, Shino is going to try to go for an attack into... Well, he's going to see if he can... He scouted the 4th CC, so he's going to try to be annoying and deny it. You have some Ling Bane and centrifugal hooks down here. Second Evo came up, but we have a little bit of an upgrade disparity for a Zerg player who's behind on upgrades. Drilling Claws being researched at the 3rd base. I don't like this factory location. I don't know about you guys. That could be potentially denied. But Drilling Claws is a hell of an upgrade to get when you're going for the Bio Widow Mine style in ZBT. So this should be... That's actually well worth for Hanmano to research it. It's expensive, but... Certainly trades out. Oh, the Banelings are going to go down. 1 does survive. And there's some damage. Oh, no, the SCVs were transferred. Only 1 Baneling is going to make its way in and just damage the SCVs. Medevac's going to heal them up. And the repair. Wow, Hanmano even repairing and... Oh, nice splits from Shino. Shino actually had some really good splits right there on the Widow Mines in the sideline there. Does clean them up. Queens are off creep. Very exposed. And this is... Well, yeah, this is looking like... This creep spread's going to be denied. The Queens just barely making their way down on the creep. Well, it's still active. And it's just Lings and Queens. Oh, there's the Banelings. No Overseer over here, though. That's going to be a little bit of a problem for Shino. Ooh, Marauder does take some friendly fire and part of that bit of an engagement. Widow Mines do have an armory now at this point, obviously, because Hanmano's in 2-2. But damn, there's a nice little run by into the natural. Let's see how many workers go down as the main engagement goes on down below. These are some pretty battered medevacs. Hanmano's going to start losing some units. Does trade out pretty nicely with the splits, but yeah, Shino's not really paying attention. Only 7 SCVs fell. It's 59 to 76 workers. Hanmano with the pretty good army supply lead, but there's a 5th hatch going down for a Zerg player. It is 4cc planetary. The upgrade lead is going to be rough for Shino to deal with from Hanmano. He is going into Adrenal Glands. He's on Hive Tech, getting an Ultra Cavern. I don't really know how much I like Ultras against this. I would have rather have seen a Lurker transition against Widow Mines, because we don't have any Ghost Tech, and we didn't even have the Muta switch. So this is just straight into Ultras, which can be not the greatest with a high Marauder count with concussive, but realistically there's not that many. Actually, he's starting to produce a lot more Marauders to tank Banes. And we are seeing our first Ultra list come out. 3-3 on the way for our Zerg. Actually, it's 3-2 for our Zerg. For Carapace and Melee in that order. Oh, my dear lord. Zerglings in held position down here are going to prevent some mining. This is being a little annoying for Shino. And a drop is scouted. That said, well, this push is scouted as well. Hanmano is just going to counter push on the east side. Only 3 Queens. Very exposed. A little off creep. He's totally losing these Queens. He's trying to transfuse one, but it's just going to go down. Get posturing out for a huge Bane bust in the planetary location. But guess what? 1 medevac is over here to be a bit of a nuisance. Not much in terms of army over here at Ultralisk and some Zerglings. Widow Mines are still out. Oh, but the friendly fire against Hanmano is kind of rough. 5th base is under a lot of pressure. Would like to see another base go down. Banelings trying to make their way over to the planetary fortress, and I think we had a lot of canceled Lings. Oh! A lot of SCVs do go down, and the Lings are pushing this. Hanmano a little disjointed, is behind in our... No, he's actually insanely ahead in army supply. He is up to 121 to 66. It's a 2-to-1 lead pretty much in army supply for our Terran player. Hey, how you doing, Brum Brum and Torchion and Judgment? Oof. In chat. My God, 11 SCVs do fall behind this from the Baneling bust, and we do have a full surround with these Adrenal Gland Zerglings. That said, Shino has to be careful. He's so down on supply. Like I said, a double expand wouldn't be bad, but you know what? I'm glad he didn't do it. He's going to try to defend this. He's going into Pathogen Glands. He lost his 5th hatch. Another CC flying over for Hanmano, and he's going to build another. Hanmano just so ahead. That said, +3 melee is on the way for a Zerg player, but he just doesn't have the army supply. Ultralisk going to push in. There's so many Widow Mines. Oh my God. That is just nasty to see. But at the same time, Shino is being as annoying as he possibly can. He's going to lose another hatch, unfortunately. And he doesn't really have anything to defend it. He needs to get in position somehow, some way on this creep to defend this. He is going to make his way over there, but he's lost so much. Actually, he's lost a ton of Overlords, too, to make matters worse. Overlords, Queens. He has nothing to contest the medevacs, really. From the Queen count being absolutely decimated. And there's still Widow Mines on the right side. Oh, my God. Funnily enough, a Queen even goes down. Very unfortunate for Shino. But he's actually been playing pretty well. He looks pretty dead as it stands in terms of army supply. He's going to try to kill these Widow Mines with an Ultralisk, but he just can't eke this out. The income, let's just take a look here. Army size massively in favor of Hanmano. Shino does have a bank, but he just can't spend his money. Maybe he should have just taken a macro hatch, but he doesn't even have creep spread over here. he has just lost so much. And again, between the lack of supply, even a lack of overlords if he gets to that point, but he just doesn't have the minerals to be able to afford too much of an army. He's trying to pump one out, but it's just tough. When there's enough Terran out, you just can't take it. It's now 3 hatches to 4 CCs, 5th going down, but it looks like we're just going to stay on this. We don't have ghosts from Han Mono. If Shino can get some pressure in, which he has a huge gas bank, so he can make a bunch of... I think Banelings would be the most cost-effective solution in this scenario, considering it's still Marine Marauder Widow Mine. Another Bane bus going to go in. Han Mono is still in a fantastic... Oh, beautiful Bane connects. Gets 9 workers only, and the Lings do fall. But again, our Zerg player is at a base disadvantage massively, trying to eke out 2 hatcheries back again. One that was mining for quite a while. Han Mono going to go for a multi-prong attack. He's going to push on the west and drop on the east. And there's just not enough Zerg here to defend. It is a 3-to-1 almost army supply advantage for Han Mono. We are getting out some infestors though, and pathogen glands was researched. I actually like the infestor play, but they need to be out right the hell now. They are just going to be popping more Ultralisks in production. Our Zerg player is not prepared for this drop on the east, however, and Han Mono is just going to go in for a big doom drop in the main base. It is going to be scouted by the Lings, but really there's not enough there to... Oh, 1 fungal on the Medivacs. Can we get a juicy fungal from the... Oh, buddy. Another fungal. Unfortunately, it's not the most damaged Medivacs. He's trying his best to get those fungals in. And... Oh... Does not get the damage he needs to connect. 1 Ultralist trying to make its way up here. A gas going down. This base is pretty mined out, but there's so many Marauders. He really needed the Infestors down. Oh my god, Infestors even getting picked off. Banelings being forced to go into Marauders. It looks like we're going to see GG here pretty quickly. And Han Mono takes game number 1. Very cool stuff. Giddy up. Very good game. All right, guys, we're moving on to game number 2. Brummy McBrums. How you doing? And how you doing, Sibajan and everybody? Again, the man of chickens is also covering stuff if you guys want to.
He's got himself a good old yeehaw!
Pop on over and check his side, too. He's
in.
getting... Looks like he's in Young Yakov versus Geralt, who's... Young Yakov is up a game, actually. That said, we're on to game number 2. And this should be a banger. Oops, wrong race. Oh, it wasn't a nice race. It was a wrong race selected, unfortunately. So we'll get the right set up here and we'll be into game. These things that happen. That was actually a pretty good game. Alrighty. Moving on to game numero 2. Can Shino take it? Are we going to go into a 3-game series? We will find out. We shall find out. Looks like we got a banger on the other side as well. All right, here. Now we got to correct. Best of 3, spawning in the upper left, up a point. Give it up for Han Mono from Prep Esports on Cosmic Sapphire, and he's in the red. Mr. Terran Man. And his opponent in the bottom right rather. It is Shino from Psystorm Gaming, Mr. Blue Zerg. All right, that said, Han Mono going for proxy racks. At least a proxy. No, he's going for 2 racks. It is at least proxy 2 racks. Hopefully Shino gets a scout out. He's not looking like he's sending one over here, so Han... Oh, no. Shino's not even expecting proxy racks. This is very rough. He's not in... Yeah, you usually want to check over on this side with one of your overlords. It is a big map. Lots of room for locations for cheeky proxy racks, but unfortunately Shino is not expecting this. 2-1 for Jumi wins. Can you fix bracket? 2-1 versus me. Okay. Yes, sir. And yeah. Oh, 2-1. Him, Nicarak. Wait. And it is Trigger for Jumi in the semifinals. Chickenman. Shoot, looks like we already have semis going on. If you guys could hold off on the semifinals, it'd be appreciated. This could be quick. Shit, I gotta hit up Chickenman now. 3 racks is the opener. It's actually going to be 3 racks from Han Mono. And again, this is not scouted. Overlord is finally going to scout this potentially in a bit. We shall see. And yeah, Shino is not prepared. Shino is not prepared. We have a bunker going down. Oh, man. He is not pulling the... Okay, now we got a boys pull. We got 6 lings on the way. We got 2 queens eventually coming. So we got to see the micro battle here. Drones are going to chase this down. There are actually a decent... Oh, forces a cancel. That's actually pretty nice. More lings coming. We got a spine crawler attempted. And this is a tough call for Shino. Does he hold? It's a lot of Marines. He's going for the full surround on 6 Marines with, like, all the workers. This is a dicey move. He should probably back the heck off now. He did force the bunker to disengage. It is 19 to 15 workers in favor to Han Mono. And he's going to get his gas behind this, etc. He needs a spine crawler, so he needs to deflect this for a bit. Actually, I don't think Shino is 100% dead. Now that the spine finishes, he does have some footing. He wants to probably keep this queen. Oh, no, I don't know about uprooting the spine crawler, though. It does get a transfuse, and he does have a good number of lings, but he's not been able to mine gas. Okay, he did. I say that. We've been having a lot of action pretty quick. This one should be over quick. In either case, it looks like he is. I think so anyway. There is gas going down. Han Mono doesn't have a factory started just yet. So Shino's in a fantastic spot with metabolic boost on the way. Marines attempting to come out. But I think our Zerg player could probably just get out a few more drones. And possibly just A-move with metabolic boost. Because there's going to be no production back home. As long as he deflects this. Yeah, I would just ignore the Marines. Just keep pumping out lings after in a minute. And move across the map. An A move. Yep, now he's going to do so. Factory is on the way for Han Mono, but metabolic boost is about 75% complete. I think our Zerg player can do that. We need to see some superior A moves. Yeah, guys, please do come. Thank you, Flapjack. Please do use those Matrino codes. And again, check out WaveCaptain and his YouTube. I think that's his YouTube. I gotta check my clipboard after. I would have had a command for you, WaveCaptain. Got a little behind here. Okay, this game is not immediately over. Han Mono trying to take 4 CCs. What a madman. And Shino didn't do as I said and just pump out a million lings. I mean, realistically, there's only so much surface area. Baneling nest, roaches. Hello? Maybe, yeah, a roach warren probably would be the best call, but... Because you literally would have nothing you could do against it. Oh my god, are we seeing this? Hello, Hanmano. I don't think I've ever seen a 4cc response to a 3 after a 3 racks. One Hellion's actually going to do a lot of... Oh my goodness, this game is so silly. Alright, this game is not over apparently, but now with 4 CCs, what a meme lord Hanmano is. He's now going to be pumping out workers like crazy. This is all scouted. Shino's going to be absolutely afraid or devastated that his opponent is going to be that far ahead in bases and economy eventually. It might actually just be all orbitals so he can mule the heck out of this and cut workers. Oh my god, he's going into mech, but I think this is all scouted from Shino. Barracks being used. Yeah, he's just sacrificing the barracks just to... What the hell is this game? It's now going to be a battle mech. Hello? We have a battle mech transition from Hanmano. So in this case, I do like the fact that we got Lings. I would like some Banes, and I would love a Roach Warren. Just for Ravagers. But realistically, Ling Bling, probably a little superior against Cyclones. We might see tanks. We got Infernal Pre-Igniters being researched with Magfield Accelerators for Hanmano for that full annoying battle mech playstyle. After a 3 racks. I don't think I've seen this. Let me take a look at my Discord too. I want to check on Chickenman. All right. And it tees ongoing. You know what? I forgot the message about this today, guys. It gets hard sometimes because yeah, that was a really good hold from Shino. Is Beyond. My god, we got a macro game out of it. This, I mean, it's not surprising. 3 racks isn't super committed, but I'm just shocked that Hanmano was... usually you see that Roach Warren response from Zerg and you can just end the game. But I think Shino was just doing his best to hold. And would have liked to seen that earlier. He's going to the centrifugal hooks. No upgrades. But if you do get upgrades against any kind of mech, you know you want to get just attack upgrades. So it'd be double evo. Okay, he's going into mutas. Cyclones, it could be a little annoying against mutas, but we don't see any missile turrets out. Actually, I say that and... Look at Caster, man. We have our first missile turret being down. Thanks for the follow, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. Yeah, Hanmano is not in a fantastic position. Zerg and Protoss players in chat. Imagine Terran. Am I right? Just look at Terran. Okay, we're getting a cheeky Corruptor out with this because he's up against Battle Mech. Or at least Mech, period. Can just transition into tanks as well. Mutas are probably not going to find much value. We don't see flyer attacks on the way. We do have Glial Reconstitution, double Evo going down. I hope it's melee and ranged attacks as opposed to... But I think he should have definitely considered flyer attacks. Okay, it is. It's melee and ranged for our Zerg player. And Armory just now going down for Hanmano. Oh, but the Muta control. Shino, not like this. The Muta control is looking very rough. And, well, goddamn. This is looking pretty roughsville. The barracks just forming a beautiful wall. My god, Hanmano's so defended. He can just protect on the right flank. But this Roach Ravager bust with Ling Bane might actually do it as long as Shino doesn't take a haphazard fight. Oh, he is going to get in here with everything. Now the Ravs are out. Does he get some nice corrosive biles? The Muta is going in to try to distract. Okay, biles do land, but the SCVs are here to repair the eBay. Army supply looking in favor of Shino. He's trying to eke out those upgrades. He's trying to get on top of this, but Battle Mech with the Magfield Accelerators and the Infernal Pre-Igniters is going to be rough for our Zerg player to deal with this. And actually... he is taking some decent fights. Does the biles land? Oh, narrowly missing the battle mech target. Hanmano is trying to eke out an army supply, but Shino did take some very good trades. And we are gaming gamers. We have vehicle plating being researched for Hanmano. That eBay going down could actually... Well, there's already a lot of missile turrets out. And, yeah, this is the annoyance of Battle Mech. Banelings just could get disintegrated. Oh, beautiful split on the Banes to the third base. Going to clean 11 SCVs up. Hanmano is now going to have a tough time fighting this. He needs to get to the high ground. Ling's trying to disjoint the army. And the SCVs clumping up means corrosive biles are going to land on a lot of this. The Roach Ravagers are going to start getting chewed up a bit by the Cyclones and the Hellions with Infernal Pre-Igniters. But that said, it looks like Shino is going to walk away with this one potentially, guys. I think we're seeing a comeback. Shino with the excellent hold. Hanmano looks Omega dead. He does have 3 CCs, and I understand Terran. But look at this army supply. Corruptor, just the token Corruptor, sizzling away at the command center. But 52 workers have fallen for Hanmano. This game is crazy. Sorry to say it, folks, but it is looking rough for our Terran player. The creep spread, the hatches. Shino is just like, nah, man, you cheese me. Yeah, I'm coming in with the macro game. Shino going into 2-2 for range attacks and melee as this goes on, but he has the upgrade lead. Vehicle plating +1 just going to be finishing for Hanmano. The Banelings making some good connects on this army, which honestly is the way to go. He needs to kill the army, and then it's just a matter of jumping on the production. There's not a lot of workers for Hanmano. Oh, he's gonna, if he cleans up the rest of the econ too, though, that is another potential for winning. Hanmano tries to get out of Widow Mine, but it looks like it's pretty over here, folks. There's just nothing there. GG. WW is called from Hanmano. Let's take a look at what Chickenman's got going on. It looks like he's into the one side of the semifinals. We'll catch up. We have a game 3. We have 4 Jumi versus Trigger going on the other side. Okay, Chickenman had the best game of StarCraft played. You guys might want to check that out, Trigger.
Yeehaw! Coming right on in.
I'm seeing some BM. Okay. That was a banger of a game right here, too, speaking of which. But Chickenman has 4 Jumi versus Trigger. And your mom was called in the other game, so if you guys want to check it out. Some cheeky little fun half BM. And we're on match point, folks, of the series. Winner advances to the semifinals. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Tropical Sacrifice, representing Prep Esports. Give it up for Hanmano in the red. And his opponent in the upper right, representing Psystorm Gaming. Give it up for Shino in the blue. Either way, these guys have made it. It's top 8 payout. So, players, if you are in chat, just know if you made it to the top 8, you're getting paid out. I did forget to correct the Matcherino. So, it is top 8 payout. Payout, rather. And, Chickenman's covered the other side. Looks like we will have a wrap on both sides covered in good timings for the tournament. Alrighty. And yeah, it looks like it's a pretty standard opener from Hanmano. Looks like he's just going to Reaper fast expand. And same thing from Shino. Curious to see if we get a cheeky build. Or if he does a change of plans against Hanmano. I think game number 1 had more to do with scouting information. And there is a ping disadvantage for Shino. But he didn't really scout out and didn't know a 2-1-1 was coming. So that really hit like a sack of bricks. Hanmano certainly found value there, and we're not going to see proxy racks this game, so curious to see what Hanmano does for build. Is he going to go for Banshees? Is he going to go for Hellbat Marauder, etc.? Doubt we're going to see another mech game, but that was definitely a banger of a game number 2 rather. I've not seen 4 CCs come down after 3 racks and all. I've definitely seen 3 CC, but not 4 CC.
Or am I so sick
Whoa,
that you
Whoopi
just blew
Goldzerg,
your
thank you for
mind?
the 5 months with Prime
WHO
Gaming.
Pi Goldzerg, just subscribe.
Whoopi Goldzerg, and I love the name, by the way. I always have a soft spot for banger Twitch names as well, and that certainly is. That said, this Reaper is going to go uncontested. There was no Zerglings in position. Hanmano going into the main is going to get 1. Is he going to get 2 drones up? Yeah, he is going to get 2. I think that's going to be the end of it, but that said, I don't think Shino's just dead from that, obviously, but that is a very high-value Reaper. We have seen people quit with the Reaper getting enough damage, but, you know, I don't blame him for not. That's 2 drones. He's doing fine economically. He's a little behind now, obviously, but still able to eke out the queens, and the metabolic boost Reaper's a little deflected for the moment. So yeah, we do have Link speed coming, Mr. Metabolic. Hanmano behind this. Looks like he's set up for another 3cc build. Oh, he's going for another 2-1-1 3cc. So if this is scouted, our Zerg player not willing to sacrifice the Overlord, I don't really agree with that. This could actually end it just from lack of scouting again, as much as I hate to say it. Metabolic Boo's going to finish up, and the Reaper is finally going to go down, but damn, 2 drones and a Ling going down this early is pretty consequential. Alright. Well, I do like that Shino... You know, I don't hate him taking this 3rd base at 3 o'clock. Especially being against a 2-1-1. It's likely our Terran player is going to scout the triangle 3rd. And just how this is, I feel like it's a little safer, and it may just be good fortune that it's the case, but we do have a Roach War in this game. And earlier on, against Stim Marines, I think the Roaches are going to be doing alright on low upgrades. So we do have Ling speed, we have Lings, we're going into a Roach Warren, and it's going to be another 2-on-1. We need a scout, though. The Hellion's going to certainly deflect the Lings, but he needs some kind of information here. Stim is going to complete the starport, just finishing. We're going to have that little switch with the reactor, and it's going to be like 1 Widow Mine again with the drop. Oh, Lings do make it in. He needs to go in for a scout, though. He's focusing on killing the SCVs, but he should have probably tried to debate up. If he has no information again on a 2-1-1, and that is a problem. Ling is going to scout the 3rd CC going down, and there it is. The Hellion push on the other side are going to get a lot of Lings, but the Roaches coming out is pretty all right. We have a couple Roaches on the field. Well, actually, just 1 Roach with a Roach. Not quite an infestation. A singular Roach. The Orkin Man is not required. And that said, it is going to be a little skirmish. +1 is on the way for Hanmano with combat shields. Okay, that might help a bit. And double Evo coming down for a Zerg with the Lair. Well, he did drop the Roach Warren, but he could still get a Baneling Nest. And against Bio, obviously, it's pretty good, but this may... Okay, it's going to be... Yeah, it's going to be a Marine tank follow-up. So Hanmano decides, well, maybe we're not going to go too crazy with the drop. Drop is scouted, 2-on-1 is here, but might want to see some Roaches in production. Okay, we do have... Oh, it's going to be ranged attacks and Carapace, so this might be a Roach. If he can survive this and hold this 4th, he does need to muster up an army, and realistically, the Lings are going to cut it. against Stim Marines with combat shields on the way. Yep, fourth hatch is going to be under heavy duress, as our Zerg player is going to want to cancel this. Yep. He did even lose the drone. Medevac's going to just get the hell out of there. Okay. He's good posturing from Shino, though, nonetheless. And another thing to point out, I would like to see Shino drop a... In previous games, we haven't seen him really do any creep spread in his main base, but if you're getting like a 2-1-1 or any kind of drop style attack, just getting a creep tumor up and spreading some creep is invaluable for scouting information, because now it's going to be 3 medevacs going to the main. I like his Ling use, but again, it's just free information, and it does move your army around a little quicker. Okay, he is going to take the bottom right base, but the Hellions are going to scout it. It's just 3 Hellions, though. Aren't going to be too much of a problem for a hatchery. It's going to be a Nidus. A Nidus worm +1/1 attack from Shino, but he needs the hold. The Hellions getting some good work. Scout the Nidus, and that's going to be a bit of a problem for a Zerg player. He does have glial reconstitution for his roaches, and he's getting a lot out. On mono with the worker lead. Worker lead be damned. For the moment, this is going to be a roach max out. Shino was hoping to get to that like 66 supply. Will the Nidus finish? The SCVs are pulled. The siege tank comes down. I think that is a dead Nidus. There's going to be another one coming in. Roach is going to take a lot of damage from the tank. Another tank does finish up here. Oh no, they're getting clumped up. Micro, not like this. He's target firing, and oh no, that is not the play that we wanted to see from our Zerg player. The lack of micro cost him so many roaches. He's going to jump on top of this, cleaning up some of the bio, but GG is called, and Han Mono takes it. Damn, that was a game. Still a good showing. And Trigger for Jumi going on, and this leads us to the other side of the semifinals. I'm gonna wait for Chickenman for a moment. It's Young Yakov versus Han Mono in the semifinals. I'm gonna give it a minute here before we update it. Looks like Trigger is up a game on the lower side semifinals. And I'm going to continue eating my, my toast. Imagine just eating plain toast. It's like the Blues Brothers. So does that mean Chickenman would eat 4 whole fried chickens in a Coke if it's the Blues Brothers? I'm gonna have to remember this. Still, Shino did a very good job, I think, guys. I think we can all attest that. Those were some pretty good games. Young Yakov and Han Mono in the finals on this side. And I think their ping probably played the part of the micro. All right, guys, bear with me. We're going to see what's coming up here in a momento. Yeah, I think the ping disadvantage can certainly affect micro, to say the least. So that we did see the roaches get clumped up in between the choke of the mineral line and the gas. All right. Do another virtual coin flip. And it is the same. Whoops. Little accident there. Young Yakov versus Hanmano. I want to see what's going on Chickenman's side. We still don't know the results. They're 10 minutes in the game. I'm going to hold off for a minute because Chicken Man is covering the other side. We were going to originally meet up in the semifinals, but how things worked out. And I'm just waiting to see a trigger for Jimmy because I'd love to get joined up with Chicken Man for these semis. All right, we're moving on in eventually here, but it looks like yeah. And yeah, we're on to game number 1. We're just going to cover game 1. All right, guys, here we go. Spawning in the bottom left corner of Inside and Out in the red. Yes, it is. Oh, shoot. It is Hanmano. And his opponent in the upper right. Give it up for CSO Esports. Young Yakov in the blue. All right. Just getting some corrections here. It is a best of 3 semifinals, and we are in the upper bracket side. After I'll be joined with Chicken Man for a little caster duo. Looks to be a pretty standard setup from Hanmano for game 1. Same from Young Yakov. Nothing too cheeky yet. But what a banger of a previous series. Good showing from Shino and from Mr. Hanmano. All right, folks. Oops. I forgot to update this. All right. Just kind of checking in with Chicken Man too, because things got a little cray-cray here. We had a lot of bangers, apparently. I'd like some replays from the guys. Hopefully I can catch them up and we can have some additional casting from games that were not cast. I'm sure there were lots of bangers all over. Lots of upsets, too. Geralt has been eliminated. This is actually a surprising one. Nicaract, actually another strong player who was eliminated. But these things happen. That's the beauty of the Chickenman Testa opens. We always have some interesting results. We've had some interesting upsets all the way along. We've seen Neeb fall. We've seen all sorts of results. Beyond and Zest, to name a few in previous tournaments in the year. Two underdogs. Nicaract coming in hot. Anyway, speaking of coming in hot, this Reaper is gonna find some value. Again, there's a ping disadvantage. Oh, but the Lings are doing a good job. But damn, that grenade actually helps the fight. This is cutting it damn close, and I think Young Yakov overextended a little. Oh no, Reaper survives with 2 HP. With 2 HP, the Reaper survived. God damn. And it is going to be annoying on the third. Meanwhile, Hanmano behind us get his reactor factory, and he's going into a 2-1-1. Young Yakov not going with the scout. Yeah, okay, it looks like he may... he just has it on a patrol path. He is likely not the scout. This Reaper's getting a lot of value. Hanmano taking a note out of the book of Bion. A drone and a lingo down for the Reaper. I'd say that is pretty worth it. But there's not going to be additional scouting information for our Terran player. That being said, we do have the third CC from Bion coming out. From Bion. I keep saying Bion because that Reaper micro is actually quite good. From Hanmano. Chat, you can tease me now. I just called Hanmano Bion. Mamma mia! Just 2 Lings here to buy some time for the Queens to try to get in position. The one on the high ground is going to have a little bit of trouble for a moment to get down, but ultimately the Queens are going to make it in. A nice save from Young Yakov. Stim is on the way, and we're going to start to see that production. I would like to see a scout from... All right. So it looks like game 3. All right, game 3 is going to be covered of Orjumi and Trigger on the other side. And yeah, Chickenman is going to join me once they're done on that side of it. I might try to hold these guys up. If you guys don't mind, for Chickenman and I for game number 2 of this, if they have a banger of a long one. But it looks like this one is going to be scouted. Nice, maybe. Young Yakov getting some decent kills here. Being annoying with these Lings. That actually was a very smart move. He just beelines in. He knows it's a 2-1-1 with these Marines. He's got to know this is a 2-1-1 with these Marines. And with that little bit of damage, this is going to potentially set Hanmano back a little bit. So, though there were some lost Lings, I think the scouting information was worth it. I think the trades were obviously worth it right there. And I think our Zerg player is going to be in a great position. Double gas has the Baneling nest already. Layers coming down. We're going to probably see the double Evo in a bit, and he's just going to be able to pump out some units here. Yeah, he's already doing it. He's preparing. He's getting those Lings. Maybe making some Banelings would probably be a wise idea, but he needs to get a little bit of gas. Young Yakov. Do we have Bane starting yet? No. Okay, there we go. Yeah, he's going to be in a good position to defend this. He's got 5 Queens in the third. Has a 4th base coming down. And Hanmano is pressuring on the third. 1 Widow Mine with this is going to be a little bit of a nuisance, but it caught... Oh, look at that friendly fire! Oh, man, this was beautiful defense from Young Yakov, who is just... He has Hanmano's number this game. Okay, we do see 1 Evo. 2 Evos going down for a Zerg player, plus 1. Actually, it's double eBay for Hanmano, so he's going into 1-1. Does have that going for him, but he is looking a little behind otherwise. Our Zerg player looks like he's in a fantastic position. in game number 1. Hung Mono Day, we shall see. But either way, these guys have advanced the semifinals. With that, they're in 3rd and 4th place. And yeah, this is looking at pretty good. Got an Overseer, Layer scouted, a nice little scan from Hanmano, maybe making young Yakov nervous. Hanmano gonna go for a drop. Well, this is gonna be scouted. At least there's 2 queens here. There's even Lings in position, so a drop is scouted, and there are units. Oh, 2 Widow Mines gonna be annoying. Do the Banelings die? Oh my god, those Widow Mines were beautiful. They do go down, but that cost so many Banelings. 6 Banes. Well, the drop is a little deflected, though, and some of these Marines did fall, so that said, it is going to be a pretty nice catch. Potentially, this Overlord could go down. Oh, just an active Creep Tumor for now. But, okay, Hanmano's playing it a little cautiously. Well, is he?
Big battle cruiser operation.
Nika, please. With the Resba command. Alright, here we go. And goddamn, 11 SCVs fell behind this. Young Yakov is just being annoying. He's way up on supply, going into melee, carapace, and burrow. Muscular augments on the way. He's playing this out very well. Looks like we have a lurker, potential lurker set up after. Macro hatch coming down. He might just go Lingbane Hydra. Thanks for the follow. Mushrooms, yum. Yeah, how you doing? Hello there. Stay a while as well. In the chat. All right, Lingbane. Coming in hot. Oh, the Widow Mine's even caught before it can even be triggered. Speaking of which, I wonder how the games are going on the other side with trigger. Yeah, this is looking very good for young Yakov. Hanmano's still in it for the moment, but look at this. Zerg Force is coming in hot. This is just Lang with 1-1. Fighting into a bunch of medevac stemmed Marines. Which are going to deflect it. Drilling Claws is on the way for our Terran player. We don't see an infestation pit, so I don't think we're going to see a fast hive for lurkers. I think it is just going to be Lingbane Hydra for the moment. But obviously, none of us will be surprised if we see that lurker den. Honestly, a lurker den would be pretty good, even without the seismic spines. I think against this Marine Widow Mine heavy army, they would do fantastic. That said, the army supplies looking pretty even. The worker count somehow even with all those trades. Hanmano lost 17 workers this game for 4 drones. This is looking damn close for TVZ, ZBT, depending on how you look at it. And that is a lot of Zerglings trying to jump on this. Nice split with the 1, but the bio is going to deflect it. He was just trying to split off to not lose a bunch to the Widow Mine, but oh, Widow Mine actually target fires the Overseers, funnily enough. But there are a couple down here which can cause a lot of damage and, well, not going to cause friendly fire. The Banelings chasing it all down. Hydra's joining the fight. This bio ball looks cleaned up, and that said, I think all these SCVs are going down. Oh, 14, 21, and counting. 26 workers fall. The Hydra's even catching some as well, even if the Widow Mine's trigger. They've done their value. It looks like they're going to get a medevac. Young Yakov looks like he is about to clean up this game. Let's go. What a crazy good ZBT. He totally had Hanmano's number with that early push. Hanmano does have a fifth CC, but it doesn't matter. Young Yakov takes game number 1. Looks like game number 3 is still going on for Jumi and Trigger. Looks like there was some... we got a 2-gate versus a 1-gate, so we'll see what happens. On that side, so before I join Chickenman. I'm just... Okay. We're going on to game number 2. We got bangers all around. Let's heckin' go. Bangers all around. All the pog squirrels in chat. What up? Ventral Sacks coming in too. We're on to game number 2. This fantastic ZVT upper bracket semifinals. If Young Yakov takes it, he's advancing to the finals. And the winner of 4 Jumi versus Chickenman on the other side. All right. Down a point, but not quite out yet. Representing Prep Esports. Give it up for Han Mono in the red. And his opponent in the upper right, representing CSO Esports. Give it up for our Blue Zerg player. It is Young Yakov. On game number 2 on Waterfall. Little smaller map, to say the least. We're not going to see any proxy racks for Han Mono, it would appear. Probably a smart move on a short map, and I have a feeling Young Yakov would be right on it with the scouting. Squirrel ready for action, Nika. All right. Keep this. No. What you want at? What you on about Ventral Sacks? We always take more subs here. If you guys have an extra Amazon Prime sub laying around, please feel free to use it on this channel. Or Chickenman's. Speaking of which, I think I need to get the Chickenman Submarino. Alright, looks like the spawning pool is finished. A little ahead of the gas. Forgot to mention that. He went pool before gas. So it is going to be a roach play out of Young Yakov. He is going for a nice roach headbutt. Look at Dave messing up here. Just kind of... I'm a little spaced out today. I had a little stressful evening. Hey, welcome, Smile. Good to see you, my man. Mr. Smile. Alright, that said, our Terran player is going to take the high ground CC. Reaper is going out, playing it a little safer. He is going to scout these 6 lings potential. Oh, he isn't. Beautiful play from Young Yakov. He might even be able to get in here. There's a marine opener with the 6 lings. If he gets in, this could be absolutely monumentally huge. 3 roaches in production, soon to be Ravagers. Oh no, that little hesitation in the split may have cost them. Oh, the lings are going to get in, and his 6 lings are going to be enough to put some pressure on and be a nuisance to Han Mono. This could be very, very rough.
Who wants to have some fun?
Hey, thanks for the raid, Space Face Raptor. Appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream. Guys, make sure someone wouldn't mind giving a little shout out to Space Face. We have a 2-minute delay here. Thank you, Ventral Sacks. Already on it, even with the delay. You're right there. Oh, anyway, lings are getting cleaned up at the roaches, heading across the map. Why are they splitting off for the Reaper? I just go right in for the headbutt, make the Ravs. Han Mono setting up for the bunker, because, yeah, he could have just pushed right across and actually done... I don't know why you got bent out of shape over the Reaper. He's going to have more in production, I'm sure of it. Anyway, we're going to see a 330. Sometimes you see like a 330 hatch, because this is, looks like we got 6 roaches. Yep. It's a 6 roach Rav push. The Lambo build. Otherwise, the Lambo 9 roach. It's going to be the 6 roach. He's just got 1 Ravager. Yeah, that Ravager looks like it's in trouble, the one that's morphing, but no, I think some of these units going to get target fire. The corrosive bile is going to force the STVs off repair. 1 is going to be healed, but the Cyclone, it does make it out. Metabolic boost has not been researched from our Zerg. He's just droning up behind us, doing his damage, seeing what he can get. 8 workers, not too bad, and then he's going to macro out of it. Would have liked to seen a 3rd hatch earlier, though. That Cyclone can be annoying and potentially get it. So there wasn't too much of a follow-up, but at least there was a lot of droning from our Zerg player, who certainly did the damage. He's up almost 2-to-1 in workers. Caught 8 SCVs in a supply depot, but it did cost him quite a bit. Realistically, Our Terran player should be a little fine because Metabolic Boost is just going down behind this. And we'll see what happens from here. All right, yeah, it's going to be a little push from Han-Mano at this early when nothing's really here other than a couple queens. We got 3 queens, Ling's in production, no speed. This is a group of Marines, a Reaper, and a Cyclone. They could really deny the third, which would be where I'd rather see Han-Mano do it, but he might just try to do game-ending damage. The queens have no transfuse available because they don't have energy available. And truthfully, a couple of roaches wouldn't have been a bad call from our Zerg player, but his economy's a little hecked up right now. Looks like we are going to lose a couple Queens pretty shortly. Queen's trying to drone pull his attempted nice mineral walk from Young Yakov. But these Cyclones go uncontested. A little missed target fire, though. And Metabolic Boost about to finish, but the Lings just are out in high numbers. There to go. We got Ling speed. So this is helping, but 7 drones fall for Young Yakov. So the game kind of humorously ends up in a weird spot because we got 2 orbital command centers down for Han-Mano. Cyclone's finally cleaned up, and we're going to see a little pressure. It is going to be a bio play from Han-Mano. Ooh, he is a 3rd CC, though. That's kind of rough. But fortunately for Young Yakov, he was able to secure his 3rd. All right. It is going to be a Cloak Banshee follow-up, which is a smart play from our Terran player. We don't have a lair. We don't have any spores going down. And Young Yakov doesn't really know what's going on up there. Would like to see him. Okay, he is going to use the Overlord. He really desperately needed to do this. Is going to scout the... I believe he did scout that starport with the tech lab. So at the least, if he noticed it's researching, great. Even if not, he should be well aware of what it is. Very unlikely to be a Raven. And someone's not paying attention to their Lings, or it could have been maybe a ping issue. We'll see. Interesting Overlord placement, by the way. He's looking for drops, but does leave some kind of exposed. All right, our Zerg player is just throwing it up for the moment. We don't really have any tech going into the lair. Okay, so we do have a lair on the way. Cloak is finishing up, and we do have... let's see. We have 1 Banshee out already, which hasn't moved across the map just yet. But there are... Okay, we got spores up now. Our Zerg player should be defensively just fine. Going into a Baneling Nest, no Evos just yet, of course, because the economy's a little built differently this game. Ooh, Han-Mano getting a couple more racks. Yeah, he is going to that nice 3cc 5 racks. A very good position for our Terran player. But funnily enough, I don't know. It's just a weird state of the game. Baneling Nest going to finish up first. Evo going down. Looks like it's just 1 Evo from our Zerg player for the moment. We got Stim and +1 started. Centrifugal hooks on the way for Young Yakov, who's going to take his 4th base. Did lose 2 drones to these Cloak Banshees because the Queens were out of position. Oh, he's going to lose a Queen. Overseer's not going to make it out in time to finish the job on the first Banshee, narrowly escaping with 17 HP. That being said, we did have 2 drones going down, and yeah, it's just going to probably be melee Carapace. Obviously, with the Ling Bane, I think he's now forgotten about the roaches because he's against bio. But he has potential, maybe to make some Ravagers after for a bit of a bust if this goes on for too long. Looks like Chickenman is awaiting a series. Shit. Sorry, guys. Chickenman is waiting for series. Looks like we have the results in from Forjumi and Trigger, and it would appear that Trigger has advanced to the finals. And what was another banger of a series. All right, we do have a good amount of Queens. Carapace is going to finish eventually. Actually, not that far behind like we saw in the games of Shino and Han-Mano. But this tank is going to be a bit of a problem with the 2 Banshees, because the Queens have to respect the... Well, they'd had to respect the tank, but now they can jump right on top of this. Going to take out 1 of the Banshees, certainly impacting the push, but Han-Mano is about to have +1 infantry weapons, just a little ahead of the +1 Carapace. But the Carapace will help our Zerg player a bit. That said, we had Lings forcing... yeah, they forced the lift off on the third, preventing some mining from Hanmano. And we do have some Banes with centrifugal hooks coming melee on the way. +1 infantry armor finishing quickly behind the +1 weapons with an armory behind it for Hanmano, which is not being built. I think there was a little run by, so we have a stalled armory somewhere. Yep, he had to pull an SCV off in desperation. Banshee helping with the work, but a lot of this bio is getting cleaned up before the medevacs are here from Young Yakov. Very good stuff. Love to see it. And we got a nice little bit of counterpoint here as Hanmano does a double medevac drop and saves every Marine. The game is actually closer than you'd think from how it started. Little cheeky opener from Young Yakov, and it resulted in early pressure, and we were kind of normalizing just a couple minutes behind into what appears to be, if this clock was a couple minutes before, what would have been a normal macro opener. Oh, does Young Yakov get the cancel? Does at the last second. He is going to potentially lose an Overlord here, though. Will he? No pneumatized Carapace just yet. It is on the way. That said, the creep spread's probably going to be scanned and cleaned up here. There's nothing in position because there's a multi-prong attack from Hanmano in the west. And the 7 drones are falling. The Spore Crawler doing the work on the medevac. We got Lings and Queens and Banes coming to join us. One of the Overseers is almost dead. Meanwhile, the push on the west still is available for Hanmano. Does Young Yakov get some nice splits? These are two guys I actually just love their games, quite truthfully. I don't know about you, chat, but I think these guys always bring us some bangers. But a Young Yakov Hanmano semifinals. We had a PvP semifinals and a TVZ. And yeah, this was not over as quick as it could have been. It was actually a pretty brilliant defense from Hanmano. And now we're going into Hydra's muscular augments, +2 melee and carapace, +2/2 for infantry weapons and armor. A little stalled out for Hanmano, just slightly, I think, from what happened. Queens are going to try not to get too far overextended off the creep, and that is a cheeky little medevac from Hanmano. Luckily, it's just one. Oh, this is scouted. And we're going to see potentially a bit of a Bane connect here. Oh, nice surround from Young Yakov. Young Yakov coming in hard. He's got a nice little Hydra Ling push, but muscular augments haven't finished. These Hydras are just slow and steady Hydras. The Hydra's trying to take out the third base. Oh, that's huge. They get Hanmano's third. His orbital is down, and then there's a multi-prong attack from our Zerg player. Hanmano still has the one medevac, but hopefully we don't have a overreaction from Young Yakov. Hanmano is in a bit of trouble. He's probably going to have to push across the map, muster up some forces. He may try to take another CC, but I wouldn't be surprised if he pushes with a 2-2 timing and just kind of tries to get what he can done. Meanwhile, Young Yakov coming with a nasty Ling Hydra push on the side. It is... Oh, the tank is there to defend a bit. GG is called. Young Yakov takes it in a 2-0. And we now have a PBT finals. Trigger versus Young Yakov. Incoming. Chickenman.
What's up, Mr. Dave?
What's up? So things got a little moving around pretty quickly here, but we got a finals and a banger of one.
We absolutely do have a finals and a banger of one. How was the Hanmano matches?
Oh, very spicy as per usual. Shino actually played pretty well, truthfully. Not used to ping.
Shino took down Mixu, which is
kind
of insane, I'll be honest.
Yeah, so. That is nuts. We had lots of upsets. Geralt getting taken down pretty early. Nicarak getting taken down pretty early. But it looked like you had a crazy series there.
It was game 1 was extraordinarily entertaining between Trigger and Furjumi.
Oh man,
I'll send it to you. I'll send you the replay because it was good.
I'm hoping I'm going to try to get us some replays from people. You know how that goes, just in case. I can send you these. These were bangers. I'll definitely send you what I got today too. They were definitely bangers. We're playing on NA, correct? Or are we going to alternate?
I'm not really sure. I usually leave it up to them. We might play on EU actually, because Young Yakov is in Russia, so might be more equalizing to play on EU.
Yeah, true, very true. Would EU be okay, Trigger?
I usually just let them sort it out. They're smart, you know.
Yeah. And if you don't mind, I'll get you these after. I never updated the match Reno, by the way. So I'm trying to let them know that it is a top 8 payout.
Yeah, I said it. I mentioned it at the beginning when like everybody was in the channel. So hopefully most people got that.
Yeah.
But I'll go find people and bring them into the Matcherino later too. Reminder, everybody, we got Matcherino codes. Still have 26 codes left. Yeah, go click that button. Go hit that button.
Yeah, please do, guys. We have a bunch left. Thank you for those of you who use them. Right here, all you got to do is click claim at code and log in, and you're good to go. Well, actually, in the opposite order, but you know. But yeah, it sounds like all around we had some good matches. I basically followed the Han Mono side pretty exclusively.
I jumped around a little bit. I went for a Trigger versus B, and then hit Geralt versus Young Yakov, and back down to the bottom side.
Okay, we're going to EU.
EU it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that we didn't meet up in the semifinals and hold it off means we've had a pretty quick, fast-paced banger of a tournament, Chickenman.
It's true. That is accurate.
And, you know, I'm truthfully, there's nothing wrong with that. We like a lot of content, but at the same time, if it's good content, we'll take it.
It's nice not to have downtime. Usually, if a tournament takes a long time, it's because there's just downtime for like days.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice not to have that.
Yeah, it's in the rarity you might get a lot of Terran players otherwise, so you get a lot of TVTs.
TVTs, man. When does that happen? What's a TVT? I don't think I've cast a TVT in 3 or 4 months.
Yeah. Oh, really? I
didn't know Terrans could play against each other. I thought that was illegal.
Yeah, usually I get that in EPT Asia. We get some of that in EPT. Yeah, if you haven't got the cast, it's mostly in EPTs, I think.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I haven't cast an EPT in a while.
Yeah, hopefully you'll get some time. But I'll be honest,
yeah,
sometimes
just been busy.
Sometimes I regret doing them just because there's so much waiting time between lobbies at times. It's like, you know, it could be power underwhelming, Chickenman.
Power underwhelming. Yeah, so it just depends. Sometimes they're just fantastic start to end. Sometimes it can be rough to get through them.
Oh, look at this. I have a Prime sub available. Guess where that's going?
A Prime sub.
I finally have Chickenman emotes again. I can long cock.
Man. You know what's crazy is you just reminded me that I had a Prime sub too. So I guess I have Dave emotes again.
Yes.
Am I?
There we go.
Look at my friend. Look at
that. You
that.
just
It's
blew
a
your
prime
mind.
for a prime. Look at
Chickenman
that.
SC just
Thanks,
subscribed.
brother.
Dave cheer.
Well, thank you.
I'm gonna long cock your chat quick.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, having a cutout on subs has been rough sometimes where I'm like in ESL chat and I'm like, wait, I can't long cock. I can't X, Y, or Z. I'm like reaching for gifted subs.
I know that's the worst. You're like, oh, who do I have a gifted sub to this month?
Yeah.
I just had to unsub from a bunch of places, and I was like, it hurts. Hurts.
Yeah, we do what we gotta do, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We do what we gotta do. I'm happy to be part of the cock flock again.
And we're always happy to have you. You're always a part of the cock flock, even if you're not subscribed.
And you're always part of the chat always has gotten there. The full degens that they are. The testicles.
The testicles. I like it. That's what it's got to be.
We are on a best of 5, I believe, correct?
I believe that is the plan here. We're in game 1. On day to see. Spawning in the lower left-hand corner. It is the blue Protoss player for Basilisk. Trigger.
And his opponent in the upper right, representing CSO Esports in the red. It is Young Yakov. Yeah, this should be a banger. I think we're going to get some spicy ones in this.
I hope so. I hope so. Young Yakov had some very fun strategies against Geralt.
Yeah.
And they were fun for me. They were fun for Young Yakov. They were not fun for Geralt. So I hope we get to see a little bit of that come out here. Be interesting to see how Trigger handles them.
Yeah. All right, a young up and rising star, Mr. Trigger.
Yeah.
Who played really well in DreamHack, truthfully. He was a little disappointed with himself, but Trigger still did. I think he did quite well.
Mm-hmm. I hope we'll see him at Atlanta.
I hope to see you at Atlanta, but it's not looking likely now. Still, it went from like 99.9% to like 1%. I'm like, oh, we'll see.
Rip. Well, that sucks. But if not in Atlanta, I'm sure we'll hang out another time.
Oh yeah,
in another place,
for sure. Chickenman Testa live events. You watch.
Ooh, baby, let's go.
Wouldn't that be something?
The Chickenman Testa spectacle.
Yeah, exactly.
The testicle spectacle.
The testicle spectacle. There you go. Well, Chickenman, looks like we got a pretty standard game 1 for an opener at least, but you know,
no scout from Trigger, I think, is the weirdest thing here.
Yeah, he's just
Trigger,
going right in.
Just allowing Young Yakov to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever do that against the Zerg. That's a bold play.
No. And I'll be honest, Young Yakov cheesed the crap out of Geralt earlier, so definitely recommend scouting.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Young Yakov is certainly known to be a cheeky player when he wants to be. And yeah, I'm sure that was a banger of a series for sure. As you said, like Young Yakov definitely doesn't disappoint in the cheese department and the macro game department, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, I enjoy his play. It's yeah, I don't know. I haven't cast much StarCraft lately. You got to fill me in. What's the meta? What new things have come out?
I'll be
in
honest,
the last like 3 weeks.
Well, this looks like a Trigger thing. I'd say the meta, and then there's the Trigger. And we're in finals time, so he's going right into a robo base, so we're going to see Disruptor drops likely. But look at, speaking of meta, we're completely off the meta. The hero build's still been pretty standard, but we've been seeing a lot more DT Archon from EU players and Resonating Glaives.
These are drones coming across the map, my friend.
Poll. Yeah, this is a cheeky game already.
Yeah,
potentially a quick one.
Stalker trying to stay alive. There's no shield battery here. But the problem with the robo openings, we don't have like an oracle or anything to try to hold on. Oh, and these lings are gonna bully their way through. Force field trying to hold on, but the lings still have a little path they can get in.
Yeah, Chickenman, that force field.
Oh, that force field's not doing anything.
Yeah, it was definitely a little bit of a misclick from Trigger, which may have just cost him the game. Potentially. We'll see.
Gonna try to put some backup pylons down, but there's more lings coming across the map, and this is still not a full wall here. Finally gets that pylon down, but it's going to get targeted by the Lings. Can they break through? I don't think they have the surface area to actually take it down right now.
No. But now they're starting to get a lot of DPS, these warp gates. Can we get an Adept out in time, or another Sentry, actually? This brilliant call from Trigger. He had the gas.
Yeah, going to grab 2 more Sentries. He's going to put a backup wall so that first gateway can go down. He is going to have to drop some force fields soon, but he's trying to wait as long as possible for that. Cybercore is going to fall. That's going to be very painful, actually.
Ugh.
That means no more Adepts, no more Sentries, and no shield batteries, which we don't have any of.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate for Trigger. He does have 3 Sentries, though, and I think we just have nothing but Ling aggression, so this could go I think there's a chance, but it's very slim for Trigger at this point.
I mean, it's going to be rough. He just doesn't have any more ability to make units right now until this next gateway comes up, and even then, it's just going to be Zealots. He does have the prison, though, so some fancy micro happening here. Just waiting desperately for force field energy, but killing a lot of Lings in the meantime. Young Yakov doesn't have really much behind this. He is up to 30 drones now.
Yeah, he did
but
drone, but that's it.
Yeah, that's the end of the aggression from Young Yakov, and Trigger holds. He's got a new Cybercore. He's got 3 gates. He still has that Robo Base, so he's building a Colossus.
Yeah, it's like a build order counter. Heck, extended thermal lance or prism speed. He's got a Colossus. He's got a bunch of Adepts. He's got some Sentries, and he's got a Warp Prism. So that Colossus should indefinitely be able to do a damage, Chicken Man. But the Roach Warren is going to be coming down.
Yeah, it's very far away, though. And if Trigger decides to go across the map right now, which feels like such a bold move against this many Lings, but is absolutely the right call.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough for Young Yakov. He does not really have units out right now. He's dropping a Spine Crawler.
Yeah, and Trigger even has this Observer over here in the third, so he already has eyes on the other side of the map. I didn't even see that get out. I don't know about you.
Yeah, and it's just going to be Lings and Queens to try to defend this until that Roach Warren is up. And even then, he's got to wait for the Roaches to build. This third base is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, you know, it's not exactly what you need against Roaches, but whoa, I love these force fields segmenting off the Queen, segmenting off reinforcements, Chicken Man. This actually is going to be pretty helpful for Trigger.
Yeah, and you know what? He can move into the main base, into the natural here, and do the cheeky thing right on the ramp. Anything in the main can't come down now. These Roaches are about to pop, but they're in the meat grinder, and all these Stalkers that have warped in are just going to shred them to bits, and that is GG as Trigger holds on to the cheese and takes game number 1.
Yeah, that is very cool stuff. That was definitely a spicy one. Yeah, we're both looking, okay, it looks pretty standard. Next thing you know, there's a drone pull with Ling Inquisition.
Yeah. Yeah, just a lot of Ling pressure there out of Young Yakov. He stopped droning at some point.
And you know something, Chicken Man? I actually realized something on Trigger's play. I think his time spent with Nina has absorbed some Nina. Did that or did that not remind you of a Nina build?
Yeah, I could absolutely see that. The like disruptor drop opener.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And with even using the cheeky force fields, you can see a little bit of that influence. We're seeing some actually watching them even. I've seen some Trigger influence in Nina too at the practice. But it's cool to see this kid with some good internet connection.
Imagine a world playing StarCraft with good internet.
I always said that. I'm like, once Trigger gets good internet, he's actually going to show his true potential, and lo and behold, it has been happening.
It has come to fruition. Yeah, and he's been looking very, very good. I will see even better things.
I will say I have covered some crazy games. We had Christianer versus Lambo in a very close game. Something I had to bring up. Literally, Lambo saved a hatchery with 1 HP from transfuses, but it was a resonating glaive DT play. So I brought that up because that's the kind of Protoss you sometimes really enjoy.
It is. It absolutely is.
All right, anyway, spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Stargazers representing Basilisk Gaming, it is Trigger in the blue.
And his opponent in the upper left-hand corner for CSO Esports, it's the Red Zerg, Young Yakov.
And it looks like he's already opening pretty cheeky again, Chicken Man.
Yep. All right, so we actually have the same. So I will mention that build that Young Yakov did in the last game. Pretty much the same one he pulled on Geralt earlier. But he was able to break through the wall in that instance. However, map 2, we have the same build once again. He's trying to be cheeky. Where's this drone going, my friend? Where is this drone going?
Yeah, I'm confused. I thought he would just path down. You know, it looked like he was just going to path to the center. Is he going to go? Oh, that's a cheeky proxy hatch, Chicken Man. I love this. Was it on this map by chance?
It was. This is exactly what he did against Geralt. So Geralt actually scouted this, and then, I'll be honest, fully mishandled it. But let's see if Trigger spots it. He is going to head over here, but... Ooh, is he going to go check? Yeah, it looks like he is. Okay, so Trigger is going to be able to see this base. Now, how is he going to handle that? What do we have from Trigger to deal with the fact that he's going to have a big old gaping hole in the back of his base pretty soon?
I'll be honest. I know usually you don't see pros do it often. I wouldn't hate to see him drop a forge just to get a cannon in the main. But he could get a battery up. He could get a battery up. It's just scouting that. Trigger is gonna, he's gonna send a probe over there at least and kind of have an idea what's going on and immediately scout that. So at least he has eyes on it. So he could wall off with pylons, maybe.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to wall off at all. He's just letting it happen. I think you're right. I think he is just going to defend in the main. He's got double shield battery up there.
Oh, this is smart. Chicken Man, I love this. He's walling off with a shield battery over here, and he's just going to take the adepts and kill off the drones. And that pretty much indefinitely... I think he just shuts this down.
I think you're right. Yeah, the double adept can't do anything now, but the Lings are going to go hit the front. Is it really going to matter, though? There's no warp gate on the way.
Well, he does have an adept coming in with the zealot and has shield batteries coming down, and is going to be able to wall. Trigger, I'm going to say this. Oh, sorry, Trigger is a defensive madman lately, is one thing I will say from what you may have missed out on a bit. He's been really improving on his anti-cheese play.
I mean, this is a good start for sure, but the Lings are going to get in the backside here. The Adepts find a nice little spot. They're going to have to go up into the main base, but there are a couple shield batteries to help keep them safe. The Lings can't really chew through that right now. But the wall is completely open. Young Yakov has full access to the base, and there are no cannons here. It's just on the Adepts, and again, the lack of warp gate is so painful because he can't warp in anywhere. He's just got to build from those gateways.
Yeah, I kind of like the Stargate behind this, truthfully. But there's Lings and Queens is all that's being produced from our Zerg player. And...
And Young Yakov's going to start spreading creep up here. So he's going to hit the high ground here with the creep tumor. And that's just going to allow him to reinforce so much more easily and start bringing these Queens forward.
Yeah,
but Trigger's holding on. He's doing a good job holding on for now.
Oh, for sure. Trigger's economy is better than Young Yakov's from this, though. I guess as time goes on, if he can just eke out more units, it's going to look really promising for him.
Yeah, that's a good point. Young Yakov has 14 drones, and his second hatchery is in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, the Narnia hatchery.
Ooh, catches the Adepts, though. Looks like a couple of them might go down here. Actually, all three of them go down. Trigger does have some more reinforcements. Now this Queen is very far off creep.
Yeah, and the Void Ray actually, there are a couple of Queens over here, but I think that Void Ray is going to help out quite a bit once that pops. But wouldn't hate to see an Oracle follow-up. Oh, he's just going into another Void Ray.
Yeah, just getting more Voids.
Legacy of the Void Ray, Chicken Man.
Pretty accurate. Void Ray is pretty good at this game. I think Trigger is in a very good spot right now. I think it's going to be really tough for Young Yakov to actually break him. He just doesn't have the economy to build enough Lings. He gets the full surround, but the Adepts just straight up win that fight. And with their help, I feel like the 2 Void Rays can take down these Queens.
Yeah, well, look at this. Trigger's using
Oh!
the hole in the wall to go across the map and just end the game potentially with these 5 Adepts.
Yeah, feeling safe enough back at home with the shield batteries, with the 2 Voids now and a couple of Adepts warping in. He just sends these units across the map. Young Yakov might be able to hold off against these Adepts. It's just not going to be that clean of a trade.
No, not at all, Chicken Man. I think, well, speaking of Narnia, little C.S. Lewis here, we had the Lings, the Queens, and the Hatchery, like the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I think it's just going to come to an end.
Yeah, looks like Trigger is not lactose intolerant today.
No, yeah, he is certainly able to handle the cheese.
He's handling it, man. He looked great against Forjumi's cheese as well. He's just been dealing with it. And those were the 2 builds that Young Yakov knocked Geralt out with. That is a Geralt who just beat Serral in DreamHack.
Yeah, that's insane.
So what I'm hearing here is that Trigger might actually be better than Serral. Serral's washed. We have full confirmation at this point. Serral is washed.
And Geralt is stronger than he gives himself credit for. We all can
that's
confirm
true.
that. Yeah, I look forward.
That's genuinely true, though.
I look forward to watching the Forjumi game. You said the best game of StarCraft, the Forjumi Trigger.
It might be the best one that was ever played.
Oh, I love Forjumi games. I had an interesting one where he Cannon Rush Max Packs turned into what looked like a Dave game with the Proxy Nexus Proxy Void. In this patch, though, was the remarkable thing. So Max Packs ends up, it was on Eternal Empire, and the triangle third base of 4 Jumies. It was just so funny. And a little bit of question marks and stuff thrown. They were having fun.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. The Bance is what really makes it.
yeah, exactly. The banner.
All right, game number 3. No banter in here. Everybody being very, very well mannered. As we spawn into Inside and Out in the lower left-hand corner, it is our Basilisk Gamer, the blue Protoss, Trigger.
And in the upper right, his opponent from CSO Esports. Give it up for our red Zerg player. It is Young Yakov. Looks like he's going for at least for a hatch. No. Okay, he's going to go for a hatch first. Just scouting for a little probe block. And Trigger's going to scout this game.
It's a smart play.
Yeah,
it's a smart play.
I think he learned his lesson after game 1 and 2.
Yeah. He's like, you know what? You're being kind of cheeky, aren't you?
Yeah, I think Young Yakov might be playing a little more standard this game. But we'll see. He's probably like, well, the cheese isn't working. Maybe my best result to get some maps off. He needs 3 games to win. Is to just play him out in a macro game.
Or he'll never expect it. What if you cheese him again?
Yeah, exactly. We've had crazy games like that. One, I can't remember what tournament. Oh, I think it was a Psystorm Open. It was Cuckoo versus Future. And Cuckoo, I think 4 games in a row, 3 racks Reapered Future. Like, like that was crazy.
It's a good strategy sometimes, you know?
Yeah, apparently Google doesn't think so, though. My Google home Nest or whatever in the background just goes, sorry, I don't understand. That was pretty...
That's why the AI will never win.
Yeah, exactly, because they
don't understand why doing the same strategy 5 games in a row might work. But that's why Masa will always beat the Alpha Star. You know?
Yeah, true. Big true, Chicken Man. We got our first couple lings out on the map, and Dep's already here. Looks like Trigger's going to send it right across.
Yep, just gonna go head out and scout with the Adepts. Probably a second one on the way too. And Twilight Council opener here for Trigger, so maybe a cheeky Glaives build.
Yeah, could be a resonating Glaives. He's opening with a couple of Adepts, but one thing I've been seeing, another player that's been doing it, like I said, this patch has been cool because we've been starting to deviate off the hero build sometimes. We're seeing DT Archon and resonating Glaives come back, which is actually kind of cool because for, you know, it was just eternally Stargate games, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's an interesting thing about the meta. Once the meta settles a little bit, it actually, games get way more interesting, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Because then you see players start to pull back builds from a few years ago. Like, we have just a really bog standard resonating Glaives opener here for Trigger. This is, you know, what Zest was doing in Katowice in 2020. So, you know, this is like OG stuff.
Oh, yeah. Actually,
but you can start pulling these strategies back out again because it just gives you variety in your builds, and that's always a good thing to have.
Well, we've been actually seeing that in DreamHack in a bit, and not surprisingly on NA, we actually, a game I covered, surprisingly, was Pilly Pilly versus Trigger. So Pilly Pilly pulls a curveball out, and he gets Trigger psyched out thinking he's getting one base all in, and Pilly actually took a proxy Nexus. In a really, like, tell me that's something you would, I mean, I wouldn't expect it out of Pilly, but that's bringing back the old kind of, you know, you see a little old school versus new school now.
Yeah, yeah, it's just taking those good ideas and applying them in a different way. We do see some Adepts being a little cheeky here. It's just a few of them, but it doesn't look like they're going to get too much done. Just trading with some Lings. Might be able to get a drone or two here as they have snuck their way into the main.
Yep. Oh, Dep's getting actually decent defense from Young Yakov, I think, Chickenman.
Yeah, I would say so. I'd say a pretty solid defense. There are still a few Adepts around. 2 Adepts are often scarier than like 12. But Young Yakov has kind of a lot of units. I feel like he's going to push across the map. There is no layer here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of roaches.
He's getting spores, and Trigger doing... he's being smart. He's going into a Mortal Sentry follow-up with Forge. It looks like Young Yakov was anticipating a Dark Templar follow-up with the spores, but it's not going to be the case.
Yeah, well, that is a very popular thing to do as well. There is a Glaives build that goes into Phoenixes and DTs. So that's definitely a way to go, but Trigger recognizing that he needs to just defend here.
I think that's a little before
Getting up those
Trigger's
power
time.
units.
Or he doesn't watch a lot of Rotterdam.
I guess not. Super Shield Battery turning on, a few force fields going down, but these Ravagers doing wonders here, and this Immortal is just not going to be that good against any of these units.
Yeah.
Young Yakov taking a fantastic fight here. He's going to take down that Immortal. There's not much left for Trigger at this third base.
Yeah, hopefully he gets us around. You know, I'd like to see him get us around on this Immortal with the Lings. He is going to do so, Chickenman. And actually, that micro is really good from Young Yakov. He didn't eat the bile.
He's trying his best not to tank his own biles here. The Ravager count has gotten very low, and there's not a lot of Lings left to support, so as more Adepts warp in, somehow, some way, Trigger holds on there. He does lose a lot of units, but Young Yakov's on 37 drones behind this. That third base has nothing at it, and he is just continuing to produce units. He is not slowing down at all.
Yeah, Trigger is trying to tech out of this, and I think that window for Young Yakov is slowing down here just a bit.
Yeah, he's got to get something done with this. Super Shield Battery is going to turn on. That's going to help quite a bit. I got to say the Immortal movement from Trigger has been so good. He just keeps scooching right out of the way of those biles just a little bit, because that's where a lot of the real damage comes from. The Immortal will go down, and this time it's a lot of roaches. So Stalker's going to get warped in here for Trigger. Probes getting pulled off the line. He can definitely afford to lose quite a few of these probes, but as more Lings show up, I don't know if there's enough here for Trigger. He needs the rest of his units to go down and fight a little bit. But his natural's pretty secure with the Cannon Shield Battery. That is going to help him so much.
Yeah, I think Young Yakov's best play, being that he's all in, is I don't think he's going to be able to. Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be able to break through this. I think Trigger's got the hold. Trigger targeting down the low Ravagers, the morphing Ravagers. It was so good, his targeting in this hold. And once again, Trigger showing that he can handle his cheese. My man's out here with a charcuterie board and a slice of pizza. And he says, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, he is certainly showing he's not lactose intolerant. So he doesn't have a layer, so no glial reconstitution. He's at an upgrade disadvantage against the +1. Blink Stalkers are now going to be available for Trigger. It is looking pretty rough.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great surround here. Young Yakov taking advantage of the fact that Trigger decided to walk on to creep. And the counterattack with the Lings was really nice. But Trigger is still up quite a few workers. So Young Yakov needs to take not only a good fight here, but a follow-up good fight as well. And I don't know if Trigger's going to give him that opportunity.
No, I think it's looking, the writing's on the wall. The supply's starting to edge forward in favor of Trigger and army count. And that's all Young Yakov basically has when we look at the worker count. This is just not looking pretty ogre.
Yeah, look at the positioning here for Trigger as well. Just so nice with those Blink Stalkers. His targeting has been fantastic, making sure the Immortal was shooting roaches while he microed it out of the grasp of the Lings. It was just beautiful. Trigger's done a fantastic job using just a handful of units to get the most value out of them. He's not just letting them do whatever they want to do. He's making them do what he needs them to. And he's taking a 4th base before Young Yakov even has Young Yakov still hasn't made a single drone this whole time. He's still at 37. He's going to try to hit with some Lings, but this time the Stalkers are there and push him away. And I don't know how you macro out of this as Young Yakov.
Yeah, Trigger's just staying into went ahead, stay ahead. I think he could have just finished him off on a 3-base build. But he's just going to continue to stay ahead and just, he knows he's got the game. He's got to hold out. Continue to stay economically way in the, Bronze Age. Well, Young Yakov is still a caveman.
Oh, this was actually so beautiful from Trigger. So much so that it ends the game, trapping every single Ling there. And Trigger holds all 3 queso builds to take the 3-0.
Well, goddamn.
Some really sick builds from Young Yakov, though. I love seeing them. Those are so fun.
Oh, absolutely. Very crazy stuff. Indeed. That was man, what a banger of a spicy quick tournament, honestly. It wasn't too bad. I think, like you said, we didn't really have any lull between matches too much. I know I may have missed out on one series. It was in one moment of it, and you had a little at the tail end of the other there in the semifinals. But man, just great games.
Yeah. A lot of sick games in this one, and a super quick finals. We were talking about it as a quick tournament today, and yeah, the finals were no different, huh?
Yeah, that was holy crap. That was very well done by Trigger. Young Yakov bringing out the cheese every game. So
yeah,
the connoisseurs of cheese out there certainly.
Yes.
Certainly.
What is that? A little camembert, a little brie, perhaps a drone pull. Yes. What kind of wine pairs with the Roach Ravager push across the map?
Yeah. Probably a little bit of Chianti.
Yes.
So, Chickenman, just thinking of this, sometime I would love to, if we could. Sure, we could nudge his arm. If we did a tournament, it'd probably be a Korean time tournament, which is something you've always wanted to do, I know. What if we could twist Apop's arm to do a little casting with us?
Oh, Apoptosis is casting StarCraft.
I mean, he does replays, and I think he does.
We might be able to convince him. might be able to make something happen.
Yeah, I mean, it would be. That definitely could be fun. And sorry if I'm a little underwhelming in the I think this is the least dad joke kind of shit I've done in a tournament with you, by the way.
Yeah, wait, where are the dad jokes? God damn it.
Yeah, I usually have the cheeky stuff. You're like, Dave, where the hell did that come from? But I don't know, man. It's just what I just noticed that. Like, even when I was casting on my own.
It's it's just not a good day for it. That's all it is.
It's all right, but that was a good tournament. Thank you, Chickenman 2. I'll be putting stuff in. Guys, please use those Matcherino codes.
Use them.
Use them up. We are at...
Oh, I haven't used mine yet. I just used mine. Haha. Now we're halfway there.
You know what? I'm going to do
25 left to go.
Don't ask me how, Chickenman, but it's been a long time since I've done a tournament, but every time... Matcherino's been damn fast at getting me codes.
That's really good.
Like,
they actually didn't give me codes the last time I applied, so I'm glad they gave you codes.
So I think are probably better off if I set up the mat. If you want to, even maybe I can sneak a cock of the walk in there for you, if that's the case.
Ooh, maybe. I'm gonna give it another shot. I think because I had like 4 open still, I think they were like, "Hey, we're not giving you codes while you still have like 4 open tournaments."
Yeah. I kind of got to the point where I was like, I tried leaving some open for players to we get codes used and stuff, because I'm like, guys, hook a brother up. Let's try to make the prize pool even, because, when you're doing them every week, it was getting to be much, but like, I just got the points from like, I have to just start closing them out because, these guys gotta get paid.
I do know. I understand completely.
Chickenman, thank you again, man. We'll correct the top 8 thing, as I was supposed to last night.
Yeah, we'll get the top 8 paid out. Keep bumping that prize pool up. Get those codes in. Thank you again to WaveCaptain, El Capitan of the Wave, for supporting this tournament today, supporting StarCraft, supporting our players. And make sure to go check out and subscribe to his YouTube channel, which is WaveCaptain on YouTube, for some StarCraft highlights. I know you guys like StarCraft. Obviously, you just watched a bunch of it. So,
yeah.
There's more. There's more out there.
And Chickenman, are you going to wait for the delay to catch up? You going to be doing any streaming here after? Because
I think I am. I think I'm going to play some StarCraft.
Very good stuff. Because I am going to have to get ready to go to an appointment. So I was going to wait for you, and we'll raid arena over to Mr. Chickenman playing some StarCraft.
Why, I do appreciate that, my friend. And I appreciate you putting on this tournament with me today.
No, thank you.
Hanging out.
Thank you. I'm so excited. I mean, I know I seem a little... I'm just kind of exhausted, had a little stressful day. But, dude, I was stoked. Thank you so much. Always
good shit. Good to do another Chickenman Testa. It's been a minute.
Yeah, dude, honestly, like, chat can be pulled. I literally think every other tournament, I'm just like, you know what we're missing? We're missing Chickenman. It could be anything. It could be OSC. It could be ESL. It could be anything. I'm just like, I'm missing Chickenman right now.
And I've been missing you, Dave. Been missing you.
A true homie. And, all right, well, I'll let you catch up here. You let me know, and I'll hit that raid button.
Sounds good. Be turning that delay off in about 2 minutes.
All right. You mind if why don't we hang out for a few? Is that cool, or do you want to talk to chat before then? Or
that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. I'll turn the delay off in 2 minutes. Chat's gonna go real quiet. Well, stream's gonna go real quiet, but I'll hang out with you.
Yeah, it sounds good. Sounds good. Just figured that way we can time it out right, so we don't hack the raid. And
there you go.
Do you mind if I get that Matcherino straightened out a little later? Just because
I think it'll be all right. Cool. We'll get it.
Yeah, we're not.
We'll get it.
Exactly. And then we have some days to scam out the codes. By the way, guys, I haven't had a single one. We're approaching the end of HelloFresh, Dave. Anybody is interested in getting that? I'm just thinking of that now. I've been wanting to get rid of this damn thing. And I'm like, we might as well leave it to the end.
Oh, you got the HelloFresh going on. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's
HelloFresh is I used HelloFresh for a while. It's genuinely really good.
Yeah, no, I did too. I used yours.
That's right.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. The only reason I don't use it right now is because I don't have like a good kitchen setup for it.
Mm-hmm.
My kitchen is very small, and I have a stove and an oven, but I don't have like any appliances and stuff. So
Yeah. No,
so
I
it's a little
understand.
rough for me right now. But I think if I move to a slightly larger apartment at some point, I'll probably like get it again because it's super good.
And it is really convenient too. I'm not gonna lie. Like I had a few times though where I had to improvise because I couldn't find some of the ingredients, and lo and behold, after I made the meal, I found the ingredients. I don't know if you've
they're
ever
all
had that
there.
happen. Like just with
I
the
can't say
packaging.
that
No, well, I had some stuff. The packaging was really weird, so I'm like, I'm missing this. And then like, actually, it was the next day's meal or the next meal I made. I ended up looking around. I go, oh, there's that whatever it was. You know what I mean? And thank you.
I can't say I've had that happen, but I'm sure it does.
Highlights, but Dave, what about this weekend? Damon, thank you for the raid earlier as well. Damon Camo. If you guys hear this by then, I'm going to say it. And Chickenman, yeah, anytime. We'll definitely try to get some stuff going. Heck, we don't have to always go balls to the wall with prize pools either. You know what I'm saying? We've done plenty of $50 ones way back when, you know, of last year.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, that's honestly, if you're down, I was thinking of doing some like 5K and under, 5.5K and under stuff.
Oh, that'd be fun.
If you'd be, you know, sometimes you get into some stuff, but I'll be honest with you, I did a diamond